Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that short break we just had, here we are for the top 16 ceremonies, opening ceremonies for the round 2 of the 2023 G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan here at Ebisu Circuit West Course in the Fukushima Prefecture.
Yes, we're back, and thank you for your patience, but we have the kids walk going on right now. We have the track opened up to all the kids and the fans out there so they can get nearby the cars and be on the track. And, here you go. They get, nice Hot Wheel toys and also a snack with the FDJ logo on it so the kids could enjoy the drifting. We want the kids to enjoy car community and also drifting. Make sure that this is a normal thing for them as they grow older, and maybe they'll become one of the drifters in the world or in the future. And I think they're going to be doing this kids walk for every event in FD Japan.
Yeah, so if you can make it out, come out here, say what's up to the drivers. This is a very family-friendly, environment to be in out here, meeting the drivers, checking out the cars, and actually seeing in-your-face action. So yeah, we're about to start this.
I mean, how many times, I know us adults get on the track and check out the cars. We drift ourselves too, but being close to these professionals. But before we move on to the intro, it's going to be the Japanese national anthem. Please, everybody stand and hats off.
Thank y'all for that. We're about to kick off this top 16 intro for these drivers.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do the intro here. Thanks for the mic, Tom Saiba. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody here, the top 16 drivers that made the battle, made it into the top 16. Qualifying first, all the way from Finland, driving the KR69 Cusco Racing Red Bull GR Corolla. He is the master of all-terrain, car number 69, Kalle Robampera.
Going against him, he's not going to make it easy. You can see by how aggressive that hood is right there on the Shibata Racing Yokohama GR86, number 31, Kodai Sobagiri.
That was the first battle of the top 16. Now we're moving on to the second battle, qualifying 24th, but moving into the top 16, driving the Village Up JZX 100 Mark II, car number 610, Kei Murakami.
This man's coming in this year, lightening the mood with the new livery in the vacancies. RPSS 13 180SX, number 58, Kazuhiro Kubo.
Third battle of the top 16, all the way from New Zealand, the fan favorite, driving the crazy four-rotor twin-turbo FD3S built by the Team Magic with Red Bull. It is car number 123, Mad Mike Woodet.
And going against him, very explosive driver, gonna make it happen right here in his Team Kazama with Power Vehicles Lexus IS 500 S-Sport Performance Drift. All the way from the West Coast, number 21, Ken Gushi.
Now moving on to the intro of the fourth battle. Had a buy run, but qualified fifth at the qualified, driving the S13 Sylvia with Team Ocean with M2 Evolution, a veteran. Car number 9, Yukio Matsui.
He may be young, but man, this kid has a lot of experience behind the wheel. He's in the Cusco Racing GR Yaris. Took first in round 1 at Suzuka Twin Circuit. He's trying to get it here today. Number 771, Hiroya Minoa.
Qualifying second from yesterday's qualify. He is at his home turf driving the Ling Long Tire Drift Team Orange JZX 100 Chaser. This young gun going for the top. It's car number 57, Kanta.
Whoa, whoa, whoa now. We got another home turf guy right here going against him. So this is going to be a very good battle between the two. He's in his 2019 JZX 100 Mark II. He's in the Team Kazama with Power Vehicles, number 100, Andrew Gray.
Now the sixth battle, is he going to defend his champion, because this is a championship winning driver from last year of Formula Drift Japan, driving the Cusco Racing A90 Supra. He is car number 774, Hokuto Matsuyama.
Going against him, he may feel like the underdog, but he's in the Vitor Racing with Chadi Board, coming out with some style in the 1 via number 666, Shoichi Mano.
Another driver from up north, now at his home turf, driving the Ling Long Tire Drift Team Orange A90 Supra. Qualifying third from yesterday's qualify, it is car number 4, Masanori Kohashi.
And this driver right here, he's got style, he's got flair, he's ready to make it happen in the Good Ride Motorsports RZ34, number 111, Tetsuya Hibino.
Last but not least battle of the top 16 here. The fan favorite holding his Brazilian flag high and proud, driving the Side X Japan with Silent Tire and Liberty Walk S15, car number 555, Yukio Fausto.
I gotta say, wrapping it up right here, this is gonna be another good battle. Home turf for both these drivers, but this driver right here, he knows these tracks very well. He's in the Atlas Tire Drift, Team Fukushima, Fairlady Z, number 311, Naoto Suenaga.
Here are your top 16 drivers that's going to be battling. Who's going to come on top? トップ16の選手の紹介をしました。誰がこちらに恵比寿西サーキットで優勝するドライバーになるのか、熱い走りを見せてもらいましょう。Let's get the top 16 battle started.
So yeah, that's our top 16 drivers today. You got to see them first, but I gotta say there's gonna be a lot of good battles. Like I said on the announcements, there's a few home turfs here for these drivers, and yeah, it was already exciting in top 32 the one more time, but I think they're gonna clean it up for this top 16.
Hey, now I'm not gonna lie about the top 32. It wasn't as exciting as I was expecting it to be, but maybe it was a slow start for them because they are holding back for this top 16, so I'm looking forward to seeing some crazy door-to-door action all the way to the finals here. And you know what? I don't even know who's going to take it, because this is the second time Kale is going to be driving this GR Corolla in a tandem battle.
Exactly, and like
Sobagiti
you said,
doing so well in his lead runs. Kubo, not a familiar face in the top 16 or anywhere higher, but he has been driving phenomenally.
And right there, Mad Mike Woodette doing what he does best, showing off for these fans and showing them what's up and what he's all about.
Yes, and right there, Murakami versus Kubo. That's going to be a very interesting match. And another interesting match is going to be Mad Mike Woodette going against Kenshiro Gushi, the foreigner or foreign living and foreigner driver battle here. This is the third battle. Now the fourth battle is going to be Matsui. He is a little underpowered in his F13, but he has been really smooth all weekend. going against the 13-year-old beast behind the wheel. It's Minowa.
Yeah, and on the right side of the bracket, you got Kanta going against Gray. Both very experienced at this track, have a lot of time put into this track, and both JZX 100. So it's going to be exciting to see. But Andy is in his 2019 champ car, so we're going to see if he can solidify a win here today and move on. The next battle coming up on the right side of the bracket is going to be Shoichi Mana going against Hokuto Masayama. I said underdog because Masayama's out to get some podiums and some blood out here, but Mano, he's thirsty for it, so I can see him with his runs today getting hungry and moving on in the bracket. Next up, we got Masanori Kohashi going against Tetsuya Hibino. Both top-notch drivers, phenomenal tandem drivers, but I gotta say, in that tandem battle we saw earlier, Hibino almost smoked out his competition, so hopefully he won't smoke out Kohashi. And last but not least, Yukio Falso, fan favorite. He has a lot of fans out here. This is his home turf, just like Naoto Suenaga. That's going to be a good battle between those two.
Yeah, looking at these bottles, Suenaga barely getting by with Kusaba at top 32. He did have two one more time, so that's extra practice. In parentheses, I would say, going against Fausto. But I'm pretty sure both these drivers drive in this area, so they're probably used to driving with each other. And like you said, Hibino, I think he has a problem with his drivetrain or transmission. So that's what I'm a little worried about, to make sure that the car is going to make it all the way through to wherever he wants to take it to. So a lot of good battles for the top 16, and I am not expecting anything less than a door-to-door battle. But who do you think is going to win?
Exactly, but I'm going to turn it to y'all out there. Thank y'all for tuning in. It was a long, about 3-4 hour run on that top 32, and then we only had a small break. You only had enough time to go get a bite to eat. I got a bite to eat. Robbie got a nice walk.
I went and kissed my wife.
There you go.
Yeah, my wife and family are out here, so holler at them. And also holler at everybody watching this, and also Formula Drift USA fam, everybody, all the FD fans all over the world, and drifting fans all over the world. And right here on the right side of the screen, we got Tom Saeba. Next to him is Nobuteru Taniguchi, both of the commentators on the Japanese stream side. Right next to him was Yoichi Imamura, which is right next to Sean Adriano here. And we have Sean Adriano all the way from the USA. He's one of our guest judges, and also me, Robbie Nishida. The three judges will be making the calls to see who's going to win. Driver A or Driver B, and one more time. And to the right of me here, we have Kenny Harris, always commentating. He is the face of Formula Drift Japan.
No, Robbie's the face of Formula Drift Japan. Let's be real here.
I have a big face, and it's hairy.
But yes, I gotta say, beautiful weather out. I'm excited for top 16. I like top 32, but you know, Robbie, on the other hand, I had to shake him a little bit to get him back alive into that top 32, but he's gonna be fully alive and ready to go for top 16.
You know, because we have spectators out here, we have you guys watching us on the live stream. There's no excuses to hold back. You have to actually go out on the track, leave it all out on the track, and show us what you got. And you know what? May the better driver win.
I gotta say though, Robbie, I know the fans like your frustration too. The best part about it is because Robbie lives firsthand. Obviously, ex-pro driver here. You know how it is being in those situations. And now you're on the other side of the fence, being the judge, the commentator, and everything else. So the frustrations, I totally understand.
I mean, it's more for protecting the sport, you know. It's like, I want everybody to see the best of the best. And there is no excuses to, you know, everybody's out here watching live stream and taking the time out of your life to come and support the sport. So I think it's fair enough for the drivers to leave it all out on the track, and for us too, trying the best as we can as judges. You know, I know the judging, you have we have a driver left, driver right, or one more time. I'll finish what I'm trying to say in a minute, but let's go ahead and go into the supporters and the sponsors that we have for the events. G-Shock, Edifice, Valenti, Yokohama Tires, Bridgestone, Dunlop, Goodyear, Toyo Tires, Good Ride, Performance Tires, Kenda, Valino, 5X, Silent Tire, Vitor Tire, Linglong Tire, Motis Hyper Lubricant Technology, Carport Maruzen, Sports Service RSR, Brid, Ogura Racing Clutch, Rays, Graham Lights, HPI, Cusco, Project Mu, VN Sports, Swiss Springs, Hot Wheels, Kazama Auto Service, Comtech Communicate Technology, Shibata Motorsport, KTC, Arai Helmets, Treasure One Company, D-Max, Hummingbird, FPV Drone, Kiva, Torque Drift 2, Ebisu Circuit, these are the sponsors and supporters we have for the series, and thank you to everyone out here that is supporting the program, supporting the event, and those of you who are tuning in from the live stream, and everybody out here coming to spectate. Thank you so much. We can't thank you enough. I'm going to stop thanking people because I'm doing it a lot. No, but really, for real though, I mean, also the teams and the drivers and the, everybody down to, their family and everybody putting their time into this. And also, thank you for sticking around with us, Kenny, and also Sean coming all the way from the USA, and everybody on the judging panel and the commentating panel. Now let's go ahead and stop getting all sentimental. Let's move on to the top 16 battles. We want to see some raw smoke, crazy things going on, but let's go ahead and see what the second and third place drivers have to say from round one.
その勢いを途切らすことなく、恵比寿戦しっかりいい成績を残して今シーズン優位に進めたいと思います。まずは単走の明日は土曜日頑張ります。応援お願いします。もう昨日からずっと走ってるんですけど、一切ちょっとトラブルがないんで、今回はその部分は安心して走れるかなと。恵比寿ランドということで、ちょっと天気も心配なんですけど、明日、明後日はきっとドライだということで、思い切って全力で走ります。で、前回ちょっと3位っていうところだったんで、今回は優勝を目指して頑張りたいと思います。応援よろしくお願いします。やっぱりラリーやってる選手って、ドリフトっていうよりはもう車のコントロールがすごい上手で、どんな状況に陥っても絶対に車は乱れないっていうか、やっぱり本当コントロール上手だなっていうのは見てて思いますし、でもドリフトも普通にすごい上手だったんで、ちょっと厄介な相手が増えたなっていうのが本当に印象です。もともとSNS とかでヨーロッパの方の大会も出られてるんで、そういう走りは見てたんですけど、実際に見ると思った以上にかなり安定して、いいライン通れてるので、すごい走りができるんだなっていうのを感じました。
All right, so the interviews of the second and third place drivers from Suzuka. Takahashi, unfortunately, he's knocked out at top 32, but he said, he wanted to do good here in Ebisu and start from, finish high in the qualify, but unfortunately, like I said, he got knocked out at top 32 early on in the battle. Now we got last year's champion Matsuyama saying that, the car has no issues and he's really glad with that. He's a little worried about the weather, but seems like it's going to be dry. So I think he's going to be able to do well. And both the drivers thought Kale is an amazing driver, obviously watching them practice. And now let's go ahead and check out the track, see how the track is laid out with the FPV drone. Here you go, starting at the start line here, going through the chicane. The lead car leads on the left side, coming down to the straightaway, and a lot of the drivers do initiate from mid-track. There you go to the 3-2-1 cones on the left side. You have to make sure that you are drifting at the last standing cone on the left. Right here, the first zone is the outside zone 1 to the left. And right after that, you have to make sure that you have good speed control going to the outside zone 2, making sure you don't come to a halt or park it there. Now, right here on the right, it's not a zone, it's a touch and go. So as long as you're deep in it somewhere, you're okay. And right before the last finish line, there is the outside zone 3 on the right side. There's a lot of speed. A lot of drivers gain and lose speed throughout this track. So you have to make sure that you keep it as smooth as possible, where you're not shooting off the track or you're spinning out, almost, you know, doing a half spin through the finish line. We want to make sure that there's a clean run with a lot of angle throughout the track. And during top 32, I haven't seen so many cars that had a crazy amount of angle driving through outside zone 1 and 2. So that's kind of what I'm expecting to see. And the lead car isn't supposed to just run away from the chase car. You have to do a merely 100-point run as a lead. If it was a qualify, the chase car has to mimic what the lead car is driving, has to be on the same line, same angle, and be as close as possible on proximity with the lead car. That means the chase car, it would be better if the chase car could actually fill the zones if the lead car is filling the zones as well.
Exactly, and I gotta agree, and you know, to say it again, like you said, coming into those zones, angle, because they've been doing a lot of lighter angle coming in and speeding through the track. Also, outer zone 2 was a big hit too for top 32. They were taking a shallower line, not hitting the full zone, but the biggest thing is flicking the car back after that outer zone 2 into that touch and go. You know, we want to see the side of that car pretty much. Not a reverse entry, but we want to see it flicked in so they're ready to go in outer zone 3, because we did see one point where, you know, outer zone 3, you have to sweep all the way through to the finish.
Yeah, a lot of the drivers don't want to kick so much angle because I think in the back of their head they still have that where they want to run away from the chase car. So going through outside zone 1 with angle, carrying that speed and momentum going to the outside zone 2, and keeping that same amount of angle is key to a good lead run. Now let's go ahead and I think we have a little bit of a time. I think we have a little bit of time to share you guys a little bit of the voice of Sean Adriano right here. Let me go ahead and ask how he feels about the top 32 and going into top 16. How was it?
What's going on, Kenny?
Not much. So how you doing? Like Robbie said, how do you feel going in from top 32 to top 16?
I feel good. There was a few battles that were kind of questionable, yeah, or a little hard to watch, but or hard to make a call, I guess I should say. But going into top 32, we should see some pretty good battles. Guys are usually going to step it up once you get through the top 16 intro. You kind of get hyped up, you know. So yeah, it should be a good top 16.
Exactly. Looks like our first battle is getting ready, but yeah, you made a good point. After top 32, things start getting hyped up, and it literally starts getting more and more exciting. The adrenaline rushes through both me and Robbie, but also the other drivers. But there you go, Ebisu Circuit, top 16 is about to start. But we're here now for round 2 of the 2023 G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan, Ebisu Circuit West Course, Fukushima Prefecture, and about to start it off.
What are you expecting from top 16?
What do you expect out of top 16?
As far as like the battles or what?
I guess, do you expect more out of them after seeing the battles in top 32?
Oh, for sure. Like I said, they once you kind of get that first battle out of the way, and then during the halftime, you kind of have some time to reflect. So I think a lot of the guys are kind of honing in on their game plan and how they're going to start attacking these battles. And you're also able to see the guy that you're going up against next. You're able to kind of see how he's driving today, and under the current conditions, and kind of, yeah, like I said, build up your game plan and strategy, and maybe pick up some of his bad habits or mistakes that you can kind of look out for.
So here you go, personal. What do you want to drive more? The last event, because you were at Suzuka with us, Suzuka Twin. Now here we are at Ebisu. Which one do you like more?
As far as like track layout?
Layout-wise, yeah.
I think this one. I really like this initiation. I kind of wish they would push the start line back a little. I don't know. I'm about the speed, dude. So. But yeah, this one looks really fun.
Exactly, so it's gonna be a fun day. I'm excited to see it, especially with this entry and then that outer zone bumped back a little bit. Because like I talked about in Qualify, they changed the track up just a little bit, tweaking it. Last year, it was the first year we used this layout. This year, we tweaked it a little bit, kind of corrected a few things that we saw throughout the replays, with outer zone 2 getting bumped back a little bit further back, making it a better tandem track, because that's what it's all about. Not Qualify, it's all about tandems.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't want a track that guys are gonna, you can throw it on a qualifying run, but then once you get into tandem and throw that car behind them, and then it just doesn't make for a good show if they're not able to keep it smooth. So it looks like it flows a lot better this year versus last year. So yeah, it's moving in the right direction.
That's good to hear there. But yeah, thanks for being on the mic, Sean. We'll try to get you back on the mic again. If we can't, you know, I guarantee we're going to see you again and hear you again this year.
No, man. I'm not going to get Sean back on the mic. He talks a little bit too much. He's too excited. No, but right here on the screen, you see the three gentlemen contemplating. The man in the back in the white, he is talking about the Toyo Times YouTube show that they have. And I guess it's going to air in like 2 weeks or something. So if you want to check out this event from a different kind of view, you might want to chime in and check that out as well. But like I said, it's probably going to be all in Japanese. You might want to just look at the pictures. You know, it's like when I was a kid, I used to read books and I couldn't read Japanese. I would just look at the pictures. And magazines too.
I still look at pictures and can't read, so hey.
Hey, but you know what? You got Google Translate. You got all kinds of devices nowadays. So yeah, it should be no excuses. Right there with the flag of the GR Racing. That's a Toyota Gazoo Racing. And here you go. This is the Gazoo Racing, the GR Corolla. He is the #1 qualifier, so he will be leading all the battles, however far he gets. This is the 2022 WRC champion, only 22 when he won. Now he is currently 23 years old, still in WRC. It seems like he's doing really well too. It's Kale Robampera driving the Red Bull Cusco GR Corolla versus Sobakiri driving the Shibata Racing GR86.
And here he is, Kale coming in hot right there out of zone 1. Sobakiri not giving him much right there. Room moving along, nice proximity, getting left a little bit there through this touch and go. And man, Kale throwing it down after that outer zone 2 and committing himself through that touch and go in outer zone 3.
All right, so I would have to say that was this is what I'm talking about right here. We have a almost perfect lead run, and look at Sobakiri not giving him an inch to run off as a lead car. He did have to back off a little bit and take a smaller line at outside zone 2. I'm sorry, the end of outside zone 2 and the touch and go. But check this out. Look at how close he gets and matches the angle as much as possible. And he's giving this WRC champion the run of his life.
He really is. He was right on him the whole time through. But I got to say, that lead run, he literally copy-pastes every time he gets in that car.
Yes, he did. Let's check this out from the FPV drone. The excitement coming from the lead run, and right there, good speed control by Sobakiri. Creeped up on Kale's car right at the outside zone 2. Had to cheat the line a little bit, but very, very great in proximity. This is an exciting battle.
Exactly. And yes, Kale just came off of a victory at Rally de Portugal, so here he is a week later in Formula Drift Japan, sitting right now in top 16. Let's see how he's going to do in the chase position against Sobakiri.
Kobagiri sold out, another young driver driving this beast of a car with the VR38 in it.
Looks like they're ready to go. Coming in through the chicane, looks like we got a flag.
Man.
If you didn't tune into the top 32, we had quite the amount of either jumps, pylon touch, whatever it was. We've had a lot of those today, more than we usually do. So I don't know what it is. It must be this weather or something. Like they're so excited to go.
I hope it's not strategy, because I really, really want to change the jumping the light and the hitting the pylon to just one strike, and then the second one you're out. I really want to, because there's no excuses. It throws off the other driver. It throws off the chase driver, you know.
I agree.
It delays everything. And we're all ready to go and excited, and it's like, boom. No. They're like, psych, you know.
Here you go. Sobakiri is in the lead this time. Kale right in between them right here. Right behind him into this outer zone 1. Nice job. Look at that. Closing that proximity all the way through into this outer zone 2. Nice job. Sobakiri feeling the pressure, swinging it back around through this touch and go. Taking out his side skirt, ripping back around into this outer zone 3. And man, Talk about run for your money right there.
All right, we're going to have to see, off the top, I already know, we're going to have to see a side-by-side. But right there, Kare, all over Sobagiri. Also, slightly on a smaller line, outside zone 2. And Sobagiri on a really good line as a lead driver. Very impressed. But, man, that dive in by Kale.
I mean, he just kept it the whole way through.
He did tap the side skirt and tore off the side skirt, I think. Check this out. Let's go ahead and see this. The tire ripping off the side skirt right there at entry. Right there on the same line.
Side skirt's falling off right there, and here it is, a switchback. Man. Pressure all the way through.
Oh, man.
Start to finish. Here's a side-by-side. This is what it's going to come down to.
Oof.
Calais has a little bit more proximity at the start. Coming back around, Sobagiri held it, but then right there, Calais didn't let anything past him. He just kept that pressure on Sobagiri the whole way through. This is a tough one for these judges. Both of them had amazing lead runs, but that chase for both of them, it's going to come down to the amount of angle they had behind matching them and then that proximity. And I got to say, Calais was right there on him. But at the same time, Sobagiri kept it tight at the start. And you can see right there on the left, hanging with him, coming back around, sacrificing a little through that touch and go in order to try to keep some proximity to Calais. But
this is really, really, really close. And if we're talking about proximity, I think one driver is better. If we're talking about lead driving, I think one driver did a little bit better as well.
So here we are, Nishida going one more time. Imamura, one more, oh, going left, and there you go. One more time by Adriana. So we're going to get a one more time battle between these two. And I got to say, way to start top 16. That was an amazing battle between the two.
You know what? Talking about just proximity, Robampera did way better than Sobagiri from the outside zone 1 all the way through. But he was doing this from earlier. Robampera, when he is on the lead, he does pause a little going from outside zone 1 to 2, kind of throws off the chase car. And I think that's why Sobagiri pretty much had to run a smaller line at the outside zone 2. So the speed control right there by Robampera was a little bit, we were able to see it by eye a little bit. So let's go ahead and move on because that's going to be a one more time. And
here we go. We have Kei Murakami in the lead going against Kazuhiro Kubo. Coming around Kubo early on, trying to close that proximity to him into that outer zone 1. Not able to get that dialed in, but Murakami making a huge mistake, too deep into that outer zone 2. And right there in the touch and go, real sloppy lead run by Murakami.
all right here, Murakami kind of gaining angle, then having to steer back and almost going into a half spin, almost straightening, but that's a huge mistake made by the lead driver. And I'd have to say Kubo not so close anywhere to be seen behind Murakami. So yeah, that's we're going to make a decision after we see the next battle.
Yeah, we'll see here. They're coming back around. Kubo this time is going to be in the lead. Murakami is going to be in the chase. But like Robbie was saying, that outer zone 2, right before he got to it for Murakami in the lead position, you know, he wavered. Then he had to correct himself a little bit through that outer zone 2 to the touch and go. But at the same time, I don't know if Kubo was playing it safe because he felt it after outer zone 2, like, hey, things are getting a little fishy here. But Kubo definitely didn't have that close proximity throughout the course. And like we were talking about earlier, the more we progress on through the top 16 all the way to the finals, it's going to get tighter and tighter for the tandem battles. And that's what we want to see right now in this top 16 battle between these two.
And you know what? I mean, hopefully they can step it up because the battle we just saw right before this was crazy.
Yes, and that's what a lot of the spectators out there are saying. And let's see if Kubo can clean up the lead run. And let's see if Murakami is going to make a good chase. And it looks like right now Murakami he has to dial into Kubo. Coming in real hot to Kubo right there through outer zone 2. Kubo filling outer zone 2 pretty well, bringing it right back around into the touch and go. But Murakami not able to catch back up through the touch and go into outer zone 3.
All right, Kubo's lead was, I would have to say, was okay. He does fill outside zone 1, one tire off. Then right here, it looks like he does a lot of speed control, not using his angle and just slowing down, where we want to see the drivers pour more angle and using that to control their speed. But Murakami in the back gets really close right there, then gets a little left behind, but he gets back on the track where he's supposed to be at on the line, but not much proximity by by Murakami chasing Kubo. So, going back to what Murakami did when he was leading, he made multiple mistakes. So, kind of a sloppy run from both lead and chase drivers. Kubo not filling outside zone 3.
Here you go. Here's the lead, chase to chase. Yeah, you can see Murakami made the mistake in outer zone 2 right there, switching back around. Little deep in that touch and go, and both leads shallow in that outer zone 3. Yeah, just waiting for the panel to get put up so we could see the score or who's moving on. I mean, we already have one more time battle, our first battle that we just had. Let's see what's going to happen here. Is it going to be a one more time? Is it going to be Kubo or is it going to be Murakami? All right, here we go. Nishida's going right. Imamura's going right, and there you go. Kazuhiro Kubo is going to get the win and move on to the Grade 8.
Yeah, so that was more of a battle of seeing who made the bigger mistake, moving on. And looking on the other side of this battle is going to be, Kale and Sobagiri. It's going to be one of those drivers, so Kubo needs to get ready and step up his game. But before we go into that, we're another exciting battle, and I know this isn't going to go down calm and safe.
Exactly, and here they are, both traveling from out of country. Mad Mike with that in the lead. Kengushi in the chase. Kengushi coming in, climbing next to Mad Mike into this outer zone 2, swinging it back around. Mad Mike getting right back on it through the touch and go, trying to smoke out Kengushi, but Kengushi's right there into that outer zone 3. And I gotta say, it looks like it looked a little rough there for Kengushi at the end.
At the end, yeah, but everything else looked pretty smooth. Both of the drivers kicking good enough angle. Look at this. There's a lot of angle coming from Mad Mike Wadette. He is using his angle and not slowing down so much with brakes. This is what we want to see as a lead car. Now, going through outside zone 2, he does a really good job leading, leaving outside zone 3 just a little bit earlier, but Kengushi not being able to go all the way out to the outside zone 3 area. We're going to have to see what's going to happen after they switch places. This is what we want to see. This is the type of battle we enjoy watching all day.
Exactly, and man, look at the size difference in the cars. Like, that thing is a monster chasing them down.
One is, medium-sized sports car made in the 90s. One is a brand new big body sedan. Yeah.
Big body sedan, but then again, one sounds like scary. The other one, you can barely hear behind him.
You can't, nobody has a chance
against a four-rotor.
Yeah. If you have a maybe super loud race engine V8, maybe, but the four-rotors and the rotaries are always famous for the scream.
So we're gonna see here, Kengushi's gonna be in the lead this time, while we have Mad Mike Wadette gonna be in the chase.
Built by TCP Magic, the Red Bull color. Rotan Clan.
Going against the Team Kazama with Power Vehicles, IS 500 right here. Here's Kengushi coming around through the 3-2-1 into outer zone 1. Look at that, Mad Mike coming around right up against his door there, swinging into this outer zone 2. pushing him along. Kenkushi doing a good job through those outer zones. Back around to this outer zone 3, and
oh man,
not making it easy for these judges.
No, but I like this.
Yeah.
This is great.
And I
right here, kicking it out, leaving outside zone just a little bit early. Kengushi as a leader. But right here, really good job on the line, filling all the outside zones and touch and goes. Let's go ahead and see the proximity here, how close Mad Mike Woodette is to Kengushi's car. And that's a big car, so getting into that door shouldn't be a problem for this smaller rotary RX-7.
Just checking out this replay right here.
Man, it's so close. It's really, really close, but it really, really gets down to, I think this battle was a very good battle, but it's going to come down, for me, it's going to come down to the other battle where Kengushi had to cut outside zone 3 really short.
So we'll see here.
But man, it's like this is a really good battle between these two vehicles, two drivers.
Waiting for these results right here. Our second to last battle. It's on the left side of the bracket. Here we are. Nishida is going to go left with Mad Mike. Imamura going left and Adriana going left. So Mad Mike Woodette is going to be moving on to the Great 8 to make it happen.
Man, but a round of applause from Kengushi coming from all the way from the USA. Just coming back from Atlanta round, and we'll be joining the Formula USA now for the FD Orlando round.
So there you are at the start line, ready to go. You got Yukio Matsui. He's going to be going against Hiroya Minoa. Hiroya Minoa coming off of a victory at round 1 at Suzuka Twin Circuit, but at the same time, Yukio Matsui, last year, he was the champ lead at FDJ2.
Yeah, so Matsui doing a great job from qualifying, and now the 13-year-old is going to chase him down.
And they are coming into outer zone 1 right here.
Uh-oh.
Looks like he was a little shallow right there, bringing it back around into this outer zone 2.
Oh.
You know, adjusting himself, making it known that he's right there on his quarter panel, swinging it back around through the finish. A nice, strong finish by Hiroya.
Wow, Matsui. This is the first time I've seen Matsui not fill outside zone 1. Maybe he gripped his car up a little bit, I'm not sure, but he does a great job at outside zone 2. But that 13-year-old is right there, breathing on his neck through outside zone 3. Man, look at these battles that we've been, man, this is like someone just slapped me in the morning and I just woke up and now seems like the top 32 was a bad dream.
Shh, you weren't supposed to tell him that I physically abuse you.
Wow, that was a great chase by Hiroya Minoa.
Look at that finish, though. Man, the proximity.
And you know what? I'd have to say, this is a lot of trust going into this veteran driver, Yukio Matsui, that is leading in his S13. And he's been doing a great job in the qualify. And this is the first time I've seen him actually not fill outside zone 1 as he should be doing.
So we'll see here. It's going to be interesting. Matsui's going to have to step up his game and get that close proximity to Minoa because he locked it down on him in the chase position.
And I think from watching everything we've seen, it looks like it's a bad habit on Minoa's side where he does kind of pause a little bit after the outside zone 1, going to outside zone 2 area. He's going to have to overcome that and shake.
All right, here they are. Coming down the strip into the 3-2-1. Minoa coming in real hot into this outer zone 1, filling outer zone 1 beautifully, swinging it back around into this outer zone 2. Came in a little late into that outer zone 2, but here it is. Matsui's got to keep that close proximity all the way through into this finish.
Right here. A little bit of a better job than Matsui's lead. Minoa fills outside zone 1, doesn't get into outside zone 2 as long as he should be, but does get into the zone mid-line to the end. Right over here, kind of misses the beginning of the outside zone 2. but gets deep in the touch and go and does fill the outside zone 3. And Matsui doing all he can to keep up and try to. I think it's a very, very beautiful mimic by Matsui.
We'll see here. We talked about it early. Matsui was supposed to debut his new BMW out here. Unfortunately, he said on his Instagram he wasn't able to get it finished and locked in. So he's back out here with his 2022 FDJ2 champ vehicle. Making it happen. He did an amazing job in qualifying, came back out here for top 32, and I would say took the victory, but he had a bye run against his competitor, and here he is throwing down with Hiroya Minoa, and here we are. Nishida is going to go with Minoa one more time, and Adriana is going to go with Minoa, so Hiroya Minoa is going to get the win and move on to the Great 8.
It was really, really close to a one more time for me too, and I agree with Imamura going with the one more time, but I just had to give it to Minoa because of the proximity going from outside zone 2 all the way down to the finish line, and that was, merely inches away. And, one of the dynamic areas that we don't want you to miss, he did fill the outside zone 1 a little better than Matsui did, and unfortunately Matsui, he had a flawless run throughout this whole weekend, but this is going to be the end of his journey, so Minoa is going to be moving on.
But I gotta say, that was Matsui's first tandem battle, so.
Exactly, yeah, but you know what? He did great, and especially, I'm looking forward to seeing him in his new car.
Exactly. So next up, right here, the one more time, back to the top, Calais Rovanpera going against Hodai Sobagiri. And there they are, starting off fresh into that outer zone 1 right there, swinging it back around. Sobagiri once again, keeping that pressure on Calais all the way through outer zone 2, bringing it back around into this touch and go, screaming into the finish in front of the crowd right there. That was a battle right there.
Yeah, so look at this. The only part that we were watching for right here in Khaled's lead was he had to slow down a little bit more at his first battle, and he cleaned that up and made it more perfect than how it was before. So this is pretty much a high 90-point, maybe close to 100-point lead run right here, because he's right on the line right there, good amount of angle, semi-throttle to full throttle all the way through outside zone 2, deep into the touch and go, deep into the outside zone 3. This may be a perfect run.
That was crazy.
And you know what? Sobagiri doing everything he can. He started to get left after mid outside zone 2, but up until then he did great, and he had to cheat the line at outside zone 3. Now, how well can Rovanpera give chase, and how well can Sobagiri lead?
We'll see here. They're going to go back here. Sobagiri's going to be in the lead. He's got to throw down a solid lead run for Calais. It looks like they're ready to go, lined up to start this second part of this battle, of this one more time battle at that. So who are we going to see competing against Kazuhiro Kubo in the next round? Who's moving on to the Grade 8? We will see here shortly. Sobagiri in the lead this time, and Calais in the chase. Here they are going through the chicane now. Calais coming in real hot right there through outer zone 1, right up against Sobagiri, and look at that, almost pushing him along through that zone. Bringing it right back around here. Oh, just grazing like his rear bumper in that outer zone 3, and hands down right there.
What did we just witness right now? I think this is probably one of the best tandems I've seen all my life. Look at this. Matching the angle. Same line. No gap in between these two cars. They usually have to get pulls out perfectly, gets right into his door, and man, you know what? That's called perfection right there. You guys just witnessed something spectacular right now with us, and I'm glad I was here live.
That was insane. Crazy tandem battle between these two. Yes. I see the comments out there, insane, crazy. I mean, that wakes you up right there. Just watching that run, especially live, feeling it and hearing it, it wakes you up for real. So hopefully it woke y'all up all around the world watching this, because this driver right here is very impressive.
Yo, look at this. He disappears. Man, and you know what? I would have to say Sobagiri did great too. But he, oh man, like look at how close. Wow. Just wow. I mean,
yeah, and that's like you said, I'm not going to discredit Sobagiri because he did a phenomenal job.
Yes.
This is some of the best
Yes,
runs
he
I've
did.
seen him do so far this year and last year too. He's in this new car that he debuted last round. Let's see how it's going to pan out for him in the final call by these judges, because I got to say, Calais matched every bit of his lead run that he had.
and his lead run was pretty much perfect.
Exactly. Here you go, Nishida going with Calais, and then there you go, Imamura and Adriana. So Calais Robampera is going to get the win and move on to the Grade 8.
Hey, but you know what? Just like you said, hands down to Sobagiri for putting up a really, really great fight to this WRC champ. And I've never seen Sobagiri drive with so much enthusiasm and everything in this this run. This was a special run and a great run by both of these drivers.
All right, there you go. That's the left side of our bracket done. We're going to be moving on to the right side right here. The first battle on the right side is going to be against Kanta and Andrew Gray.
I told you top 16 is going to be fire, right?
I don't remember you saying it. Let me go back to the comments.
No, I said this is going to be great. And it is.
It really is. So here we are right here. Kanta is in the lead. Gray is in the chase right here. Coming around 2, 3, 2, 1. Here they are into that outer zone 1. Gray right on him on his right quarter, swinging around outer zone 2 right there. Bringing it back around through the touch and go. Gray diving in right there through outer zone 3. Just holding on. Getting right back on it through that zone. Man,
all right, another Ebisu circuit veteran, both of these drivers here. This is their home turf. Kanta working at Ebisu circuit, also driving for Team Orange. Andrew Gray also working at Power Vehicles inside Ebisu circuit.
Phenomenal right here. There they are swinging around. Andy diving into him right there, getting to his right quarter, swinging around outer zone 2. But here it is. Andy gets aggressive again right here into that outer zone 3.
Wow, so Andy throwing in hard angle going to the outside zone 3 because he's coming in with so much momentum. Right here, tries to get close to Kanta's right rear, but Kanta takes a slightly smaller line going into outside zone 2. Then Andy trying to make up some ground at the outside zone 3. He ends up throwing a little bit too much angle and shooting inwards away from the outside zone 3. Now it's all up to how Andy is going to be leading, and Kanta, what's he going to do in the chase position?
All right, we'll see. Yeah, this is both models right here. 2 out of the 3 models of JZX 100s. We got the Mark II by Andy, and then we have Kanta in the Chaser.
Exactly, both with Kazama Auto body kit, Motis color, Andrew Gray, Linglong tire color, Kanta.
And here they are. It looks like we have a fault. Pylon touch is what we're getting.
Stop touching the cones.
Yeah, the right side's going to be very interesting because you have this battle and then one more battle between what I would say is their home turf for drifting.
Yes.
So we will see here.
Oh, man. I can't wait to see all these battles, man. I mean, you know, there's a lot of good battles, and you know, you look forward to a lot of them, and that's the feeling I like when I'm watching Top 32 and Top 16. You know, it makes us, we're judges, but at the same time, it makes us look forward to seeing the battles. Now it's a clean start.
All right, here you go right here, coming around into the outer zone 1. Andy filling outer zone 1 real deep into that zone, coming back around into this outer zone 2 here. But man, Kanta keeping that tight proximity to him, losing a little bit out of that touch and go into that outer zone 3. We'll see.
Andy kind of laid into the angle compared to Kanta. Kanta creeping up to his door. Looks like Andrew Gray, maybe he fills the outside zone 2 a little bit better than Kanta, giving Kanta the chance to give good chase, but not by a whole lot. And a little bit more proximity by Kanta when he is in the chase position. And I would have to say the lead done by Andrew Gray is pretty solid, but when Andrew Gray was in the chase position, he did throw a little bit too much angle going into outside zone 3. Let's go ahead and check this out. Look at the angle that Kanta gives before getting to outside zone 1. And he stays within proximity. Now Andrew Gray dips the tire at the outside zone 1 when he's in the chase position. And right here, right there, I'm not sure if that's good enough mimic for Andrew Gray in the chase position.
We'll see here.
And I'd have to say, you know, the lead is pretty close and even. Now it's going to come down to who made more mistakes and what major mistakes they made in the chase. But I do like Kanta's angle a little bit more better going into outside zone 1 than Andrew Gray. Everything else after that seems very similar.
Waiting for the final call. You can see the spectators in the crowd, pretty full bleachers out here to the left of us.
Yeah,
over
you know,
here.
they actually added bleachers for today than usual.
Yeah, it's usually, what, 2, but we got 4 brackets of bleachers up there. And I gotta say, they're pretty packed for today's competition. But let's see who's gonna get this victory. The first battle on the right side of our bracket, who's gonna move on to the grade 8? Is it gonna be Andrew Gray or Kanta? And here they are. Kanta for the first one, Imamura going Kanta. And it looks like Kanta is gonna get the win and move on to the grade 8. And hold on, we they still got the judgment up. Robbie's going to explain a little bit.
Oh yeah, no. It is so Kanta gets the win, but Sean was going to do it one more time, and I guess accidentally to Andrew Gray.
So there you go. Kanta will get the win, move on to the grade 8.
And I think the major part of it is you know, going the outside zone 3. Andrew Gray's outside zone 3 and the lack of angle going into the outside zone 1 when he's in the lead position. I had to give it to Kanta. And I think it was a good call that Sean did it one more time as well, because it was pretty close and we were really just, you know, carving off all the mistakes to see which one was a bigger piece of mistake.
Next driver's at the line, ready to go. You got Hokuto Matsuyama in the A90 Supra, the Cusco A90 Supra, going against Shuichi Mano in the Vittor Racing with Chadi Boy style 1 Via.
Yeah, Mano qualifying 26th, but making it all the way up to the top 16. Is he going to be able to beat last year's champion Matsuyama and make it into the grade 8?
All right, here they come around. Matsuyama coming around into this outer zone 1. Mano trying to throw it into that zone to get that closer proximity to him. Oh, taking a huge shallow line. Not sure what happened there for Mano, but there you go. Matsuyama doing his thing throughout the track.
And that was a really wide line by Mano as well. A very small line, kind of getting left behind, but man, Matsuyama's car is a rocket because when he got on throttle, the car just kind of launched forward. But overall, multiple mistakes made by Mano.
Here's the overview coming back around. Yeah, Mano got caught up there after outer zone 1 on a bad line, swinging back around. Here's the drone chase footage coming back around after the outer zone 2.
All right, right there we see the flags right there to the left, the blue ones. It says Hokuto Matsuyama, and the ones to the right it says Hiroya Minoa, which is his teammate, and currently made his way into the grade 8.
All right, tables are turned now with Mano and Matsui. Masuyama going against Mano. Mano's in the lead this time, approaching the 3-2-1 now. Masuyama right there on his back, coming back around into that outer zone 1. Nice job filling that zone, bringing it back around. Real shallow though in the lead right there in that outer zone 2. Coming back around. Masuyama coming in real tight through the finish in that outer zone 3.
Wow. So looking at the mistakes, Matsuyama kind of keeping his distance, but Mano shooting into the inside area from the outside zone 1 to 2. Doesn't feel outside zone 2. Matsuyama just kind of kicking it behind him because of the mistake that Mano made when he was chasing Matsuyama. And Matsuyama a little bit more of a solid lead run than Mano. So I think this might be a little bit more easier for us to choose. Here's the drone footage right here. I like the way Mano kicks so much angle, but I think he doesn't have enough speed, or he should be kicking the angle a little bit more deeper. He should wait a little bit more where he initiates, because he kind of runs out of juice. So the car actually kicks it into the outside zone 2. So. But I like the angle. It's you know, that's like the essence of drifting. You know, it's a cool part of drifting.
Exactly. Nishida going left, Imamura going left, and Adriano going left. So there you go. Hokuto Matsuyama gets the win, and we'll be moving on to the grade 8.
All right, the champion is going forward, moving forward to the grade 8, going against Kanta, qualifying second from yesterday's qualify for the grade 8. Now, shout out to everybody from Formula USA. And also, Chris Yule, one of the other judges, is chiming in to check out the live stream. See you guys next week. And right there, these are the canola oil girls cheering on their drivers. And the drivers are...
Next up at the line, you got Masanori Kohashi. He's going to be in the lead. He'll be going against Tetsuya Hibino. Tetsuya Hibino's in the Good Ride Motorsports 400Z going against Kohashi in the Linglong Tire Drift Team Orange A90 Supra. And here they are, two amazing drivers coming around into this outer zone 1 right there. Oh, Hibino really hot right there in that outer zone 1, bringing it right back around into this outer zone 2. Kohashi doing his thing, filling the zones, bringing it back around into this outer zone 3. And man, Hibino was attacking the whole time throughout that track.
I kind of like how they cross paths because both of the drivers are anticipating to be at the outside zone 1, but in a different style and different area where they initiate. But right here, Kohashi doing what he's supposed to do as usual. A little bit on a smaller line here after the initiation. Hibino giving chase. He should be mimicking the lead driver, but oh, I'm sorry, not smaller line, but he's actually a little wider going into the beginning of the outside zone 2. Then he kind of shallows up on the line. Tries to give attack at the outside zone 3. Looks like Kohashi leaves outside zone 3 a little bit earlier, but he does throw a lot of angle. Looks like there's a tire dip there by Hibino. Relatively good line through outside zone 2 and the touch and go, and right there, Hibino really giving attack, getting inches away from Kohashi's car. Now it's all up to how Hibino's gonna lead and Kohashi giving chase.
So there they are pulling up to the line. Hibino this time is going to be in the lead. Kohashi is going to be in the chase. Second to last battle of our top 16.
I hear them revving. It's a lot of revving. If it was an SR, I'd be scared of their rocker arm falling off.
Here they are, Hibino leading, coming around and throwing it in right there. Some hard angle into that outer zone one, getting right back on it. But Kohashi right there behind him, not getting lost in the sauce, swinging it back around into this touch and go. And that right there is a battle between these two.
Hibino,
like throwing
gangster
down.
angle.
Smoke show Hibino.
What? A little bit of a waiver there, but fills the zone. Man, that was absolutely awesome, and a high rate of angle coming from the lead driver Hibino. Check this out. Really using the angle and throttle to slow down. All you can see is this big smoke trail, and look at Kohashi taking a very, very smaller line than Hibino just to keep up. Watch Kohashi's line as the chase driver here. I didn't see that because of the smoke Hibino was laying down. He does go through the touch and go, but right here, he doesn't even go into the outside zone 3 area.
Yeah, we're going to see possibly the side-by-side view between these two drivers. But yeah, definitely Hibino is throwing down some smoke. Kohashi getting lost. These judges are trying to analyze a little bit more of it.
I think I have my mind made up, but it all comes down to mimicking the lead car. Yep, it's all down. The decision was made by me, all from mimicking the lead car.
Man, look at the smoke trail.
And
Hibino
angle.
just throwing down so much. So we'll see here. That's Kohashi's lead run right there. Bringing it back around through the touch and go into this outer zone 3. I gotta say, Hibino definitely threw down. Amazing entry, filling the zones. And it looks like Kohashi got a little bit lost.
These are good. These are good battles to have to look, over and over again. Just finding smaller mistakes because they're at a higher level of driving versus 2 bad runs and looking at the mistakes.
There you go. There's another side-by-side between these two. Waiting for the final results right here, and here it is. Nishida's gonna go right, and right here Imamura is gonna go one more time, and there you go, one more time. So it looks like we're gonna see a one more time battle right there.
That was good enough for one more time, and I went with Hibino because of the gangster angle, and also he didn't have to cheat the line too much at the outside zone 3. He did shoot off, but he was trying to mimic and stay with Kohashi. Now, looking at the drone's eye view, Kohashi was cheating the line a lot at outside zone 2 and 3, but it was really hard to tell because Hibino was laying down so much smoke. But one more time is good for me because I'm happy to see one more time.
Yes, and speaking of smoke, here you go. These two going up. This next driver in the lead, he's going to throw some smoke down for Naoto Suenaga. It's going to be Yukio Fausto in the lead. See how he's going to do in his 5X Japan with Cylon tires and Liberty Walk. Here he is.
Just like you said, they're both here at their home turf.
Exactly. Here they are coming around into outer zone 1. And early on right there, throwing down. Oh, Suenaga real deep in the outer zone 1. Disturbing the car a little bit, swinging it back around, but getting right back on it. Catching back up with Fausto, and giving him a love tap right there at the finish.
Fausto, after watching Hibino's run, that was a gangster angle right here too. Look at this. Nice job, and I think that's 3 tires off for Suenaga, getting washed out at the outside zone 1. And yeah, that was a pretty Pretty good lead run by Yukio Fausto.
Yeah, it looks like Suenaga came a little bit too hot through that outer zone 1.
And you know what? The touch and go, the other zones, all filled up. Pretty good right there. Man, look at that angle. This is what we like to see because this is drifting.
Swinging it back around, but we're going to have to see how Fausto's going to do this time in the chase. Fausto's got some fans out here cheering him on. We're going to see how he's going to do this time in the chase position while Naoto Suenaga is going to be in the lead. Looks like they're getting the green light to start off. Suenaga and the black Fair Lady Z. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Looks like there's a pylon touch in the start right there through the chicane. So this should be our last battle in the top 16, but we have one more time battle between Kohashi and Hibino. We'll see how Fausto's going to do in the chase this time against Suenaga.
All right, so Suenaga becoming the master of hitting the cones or restarts because he did 2 restarts already going against Kusaba. Now there's another restart. Throwing off the chase car mentally. This is becoming a mental game, and that's why I said, you know what? I want to make it so that it's only 1 restart. I really do.
Changes are going to be made.
I will.
All right, here they are. They're about to kick off their second part of their battle between one another. Suenaga coming back out, swinging around. Oh, Fausto coming in real crazy with that insane angle on that entry right there, bringing it back around into the touch and go here. Needs to close that proximity to Suenaga. We'll have to see here. See that angle sweeping all the way through outer zone 1 by the chase driver right there, bringing it back around. I gotta say though, the chase driver had a lot of angle throughout the course. Unfortunately, got a little bit left behind. Able to carry that angle all the way out to outer zone 2. And then bringing it right back around all the way through outer zone 3. Here's a side-by-side view between the two. There they're bringing it through the touch and go right there into that outer zone 3. We'll have to see. All right, what do you guys have out there? Who do you think is going to win this one right here? This should have been our last battle on the right side of the bracket, but we have a one more time battle. And man, that's close right there. Suenaga real deep in his chase. That's definitely going to throw him off.
Well, now that we're going to get down to if we're going to consider that chase run by Suenaga incomplete or not at the outside zone 1 area right there, going off and getting left behind versus Fausto with the gangster angle and staying on the track.
So here we are. It's like the judges plugged it in. They're ready to go. And here we are. Nishida is going to go left. Imamura going left. And Adriana is going to go left. So Yukio Fausto is going to get the win and move on and fill that gap to the grade 8.
Suenaga getting knocked out here, and Fausto getting the win. Very exciting driving with a lot of angle by the lead, in the lead and the chase position by Fausto. Suenaga making the big mistake going off track at the outside zone 1 area is hurting him a lot on this call.
Yeah, that's big for Fausto there. Definitely a huge jump from last year. He's definitely finding his mojo this year for the series. But we're going to be waiting for this next battle, which is going to be the one more time battle to pull us out of the top 16 and bring us into the grade 8. Here's another replay. All right, we'll see here. We're still waiting for this next one more time battle to get to the lines. I gotta say, it's been beautiful weather for us all day long. How's it been for y'all out there? Where are you tuning in from? We have a little bit of time to kill. I've been reading the chat and everything.
I know there's a lot of people watching from Brazil because I can see from here the Brazilian flags.
Exactly.
But you know that this is something that I, on purpose, not on purpose, you know, I don't know if it's strategy or what, but what's really, really bothering me right now is, you know, the restarts that we have to do. You know.
So yeah, top 8's going to be literally right after this. We're going to roll straight into top 8, all the way down to the finish.
Yeah, you know what? Let me give the mic to Sean and see what he feels about what we've seen so far.
Hello again.
So how's it been so far? Top 16 today. You've seen your fair share of battles. We've already seen a few one more times. Yeah, what's your take on it?
Definitely some questionable stuff. I don't know. It's been interesting. Kind of hard to process a lot of it that's going on, and you know, try and make the right call based off of the evidence that we do have. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of reflecting on these.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, it's just definitely been tough, especially with the one more time. We have another one more time battle we got to get back to. But yeah, overall, it's been pretty interesting, this top 16. We've had some insanely crazy runs, but at the same time, we've had through that a few, like you said, questionable where it's split.
I'm not going to lie. The last two, Fausto's initiation and Hibino's, were pretty insane. I think that's the most angle I've seen all weekend, you know, on initiation.
Exactly.
And they're actually, you know, I mean, they had to pull out, you know, some in the steering, but they were able to keep it relatively smooth going through. So that was like, that got me pretty hyped.
Yeah, you have a good point there. You're right. And then after that, you know, Hibino getting right back on it. The commitment level with Hibino's driving and Fausto's driving, you could see it just on the smoke trail, and that's a big thing.
It's nuts too, because he was still able to fill outer 2.
Yes.
With that much angle, which is nuts. So
exactly. And in the background, I can hear some engines revving, so it looks like they're getting their tires warmed up.
Cool,
so it looks like,
pass this back off to Robbie.
All right, Sean, we'll get you back on. But here we are. Looks like they're getting their tires warmed up. We're going to get this one more time battle between Masunori Kohashi and Tetsuya Hibino.
So Sean pretty much answered that question really well from my perspective as well. I mean, he did it. He threw the angle, and it was really impressive. And I think everybody would agree on that. And a lot of these guys are being very, I mean, we've seen a lot of great battles, don't get me wrong, for the top 16, but it's possible to run that much angle. And a lot of drivers don't want to do it because they don't want to take the risk. But taking a risk, you know, to be able to come back and win a battle, you have to take a risk.
Exactly.
Nothing comes easy, right?
I'll come back to the chat. I see all the flags out there of the different locations. I see you guys chatting in there, telling us where you're at. I'm not ignoring you. We're going to get back to this battle first. It's the one more time battle, the final battle of the top 16. Who's going to move to the grade 8? Is it going to be Kohashi or is it going to be Hibino? Kohashi's in the lead in the A90 Supra going against the 400Z by Hibino. And here they are entering into this 3-2-1, coming in real hot there. Look at that, Hibino dialing it in, closing it into Kohashi, real deep into that outer zone 2, bringing it back around through the touch and go. Oh.
Now this time Kohashi throwing it in. A little bit of a waiver outside zone 1, 2 tires off, hits the cone on the outside zone 2. Now that's pretty far off from the outside zone, but throwing it in with a lot of angle.
Here you go, we'll see the bird's eye view right here. Kohashi right there, dipping 2 tires real deep in that outer zone 2 in the lead position. We'll see here. It looks like Hibino's going to be in the lead this time. The drone chase position right here, swinging it back around. Hibino overshooting outer zone 3 just a little bit there through the start, but getting right back on it.
We just have to see the mistake that Kohashi made. But it was kind of a sizable mistake that he made going off after outside zone 1 through outside zone 2. But everything else looked, and also the wavering at the outside zone 1, but everything else looked pretty amazing there with a lot of throttle, and it did not look like Hibino was able to hang. Now, what is Hibino going to do as the lead car?
And here we are coming through the chicane now. Hibino's in the lead. He threw some sick angle through this 3-2-1, and here he is coming back out here through outer zone 1. Kohashi matching him around that outer zone 1 into outer zone 2. Oh.
Hibino, maybe his tranny is out because that was a problem he was having. Yeah, I think his clutch is slipping or something because I think he can't go through his gears, and I think that's why maybe he's keeping it in one gear and he has to use his clutch a lot, and now it's probably, unfortunately, these two drivers duked it out, but this is going to be an easy one for us because that was an incomplete by Hibino, and it looks like one driver is going to be moving on because his car looks like it's still operating.
Yep, out of commission right now, not looking good for Hibino. And here we are, Nishida going with Kohashi, and there you are, Imamura and Adriana both going left to Masanori Kohashi, who's going to get the win and move on to the grade 8. Man, it's not looking good for the Good Ride Motorsports team. Yeah, that's the second car taking a hit right there.
You know what, but Hibino, that was an amazing lead run, an amazing amount of angle. And, you know, I hope the other drivers and the competitors see it and think, oh, it's possible. It is possible. So please do that.
Exactly.
But for the grade 8, we got Kale Robampera going against Kubo, and Matt Mike Wadet going against Hiroya Minoa. On the other side of the ladder, we have Kanta going against Matsuyama. And the last battle of the grade 8 is going to be Kohashi going against Fausto.
Going to be very interesting in this grade 8. I see y'all out there. Let's scroll back through. I saw somebody working the graveyard shift making it happen. But hey,
we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Bluetooth 搭載 G-Shock Casio. The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.究極の静かさと安全性。オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りである。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
バリのタイヤ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up guys, it's Freddy Gaspo and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
Had a brand new fender unit all the way through, just throws up on the early transitions.
「極限の世界」 そこでこそ磨かれる本物がある。クスコ。
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
Welcome back after that short break we just had. We're moving on. We're in the grade 8 now, here for round 2 of the 2023 G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan here at Ebisu Circuit West Course in the Fukushima Prefecture.
Said that in one breath. Congratulations.
I really did, I think.
No, that was good. So we are here at the grade 8. This is the judge panel right here. We got Tom Saiba, Nobuteru Taniguchi, Yoichi Mamura, Sean Adriano, Robin Ishida, Kenny Harris. Thank you for tuning in again and watching the live stream. But you are witnessing some great
tandem driving here, and this battle that we're going to wait for them to warm their tires up is going to be one to watch. But I got to say, who's going to move on to the Final Four? It's going to be very interesting. You can see on the live chat right now, there's a poll going on, so go tap in your vote. Who you think is going to be the victorious one in this next battle between Calais and Kubo? Right there's the merchandise booth. You can't make it. You can see the website right there on the bottom. I don't even have my glasses on, but I can still see it. Formula D.jp.
Yeah, or something.
Drift. Maybe I couldn't see it. But there you are. That's the judges stand. You can see us, me waving right there. Thank you all for viewing, tuning in. It's been a long day of drifting. And now, like I said before on the chat, I saw you guys viewing from all over the country. We got Finland, the US, Arizona rolling back through. So sorry about that. I didn't save them. Australia's out there. And we'll see. But yeah, we confirmed he had clutch issues for Hibino. He passed by and he's like, yeah, clutch issues, getting it down. So unfortunately, he didn't make it on to the next round.
Hey, but you know what? Gangster entry contest, I think Hibino's going to take it. Maybe Hibino or Fausto.
Oh, yeah. And last year in his last car, he did the same thing. So he's just, that's what he's about. Got New Zealand out here. Different places in the States. Let's see what's going on.
All
but
right.
yeah, you know what? What's going to happen right now is this next battle that they're rolling up to the line. You can see, I see Malaysia out there, Germany, Dominican Republic. But let's see how this Finnish driver is going to do here. Calais Rovanperä going against Kazuhiro Kubo.
You know, what are the chances to be able to go head-to-head with the WRC champ on, you know, at a competition like this? You know, it's, man, if I got to go against any of the drivers like this, I would, like, do everything in my power to beat him.
But hey, there's a lot of trust here, so Kubo's got to throw down on this entry into Outer Zone 1. But here they are approaching the 3-2-1 now, coming into Outer Zone 1. Nice job. Like I said, copy paste for Calais, swinging around into outer zone 2. Beautiful job. And then Kubo struggling to close that proximity to him around into this outer zone 3. Overshooting outer zone 3 for Kubo. And man, that lead run right there.
All right, watching Calais' lead run right here. Kind of later getting onto the throttle before the outside zone 2, but Kubo not so close. Right there. Looks like Kubo towards the touch and go. In the end, he was trying to play catch up, but right here.
That's that drone chase right there. Look at that, right on the back line for Calais, swinging back around into that touch and go to outer zone. Man, can't position the car any better right there.
Yeah, I mean the line, all the tandem runs that I've seen Robampera do, the line is pretty much perfect.
But here they are, their line back up. Kubo is now going to be in the lead while we have Calais in the chase position.
I think at the end too, now that we got the new white lines on there too, I think Kubo might have
dipped 3 tires there.
Yeah, he might have went off 3 tires over there.
Outer
too,
zone
so,
3, yeah.
yep.
But here they are coming around to the 3-2-1. Kubo in the lead right here, throwing down. Calais right there on his door, just making it happen, pushing him along the track into this outer zone 2. And man, I think Kubo is getting pushed a little too hard there, swinging back around. Calais doing his thing. Nice job into this outer zone 3. And what a tandem chase right there.
Yep. Sorry, that might be an obvious one right here, but
look at this replay.
He doesn't, and maybe it's good because he doesn't probably know all the drivers, so he's just like, you know what, I'm going to go 100% on everybody. Look at that. Right on the outside zone 3, he's right there. Like, literally, he could adjust, he could put his hand out the window, adjust Kubo's mirror for him. And it's a left-hand drive car.
True. That's very impressive driving right there. And like Robbie says, I mean, that run does it all. It says it all for us. So we're going to see. Let's get the actual results from the judges. Nishida's going to go left right there. Imamura is going to go left. And Adriana is going to go left. So right there, Calais Robampera going to get the win.
First time in this car within a week. First time in the Formula Drift Japan. First time with his team. Makes it all the way up to the finals. Now he is #1 qualifier. He's already guaranteed a podium. Or going back to Kubo's runs, Kubo was 3 tires off, I think, for both lead and chase. And the lead, maybe that was at the outside zone 2 area. But good fight for Kubo,
but this fight right here that's coming up, this is going to be a really good fight itself. You got Mad Mike Woodette right there coming all the way from New Zealand in the lead position, going against Hiroya Minoa. Hiroya Minoa currently the points lead and took first overall at Suzuka Twin Circuit.
Wow, so this is going to be crazy because whoever beats whoever is going to be joining Calais at the semifinals. Is it going to be the Red Bull car or is it going to be another young driver?
And here they are approaching the 3-2-1. Hiroya not giving him space, coming back around into this outer zone 1, real deep into that zone, swinging back around, trying to keep that close proximity to Mad Mike, swinging out of outer zone 2 into this touch and go, doing everything he can to keep that close proximity. Oh, but dipping 2 tires right there through outer zone 3 for Minoa.
Mad Mike Woodette filling outside zone 1, but kind of diving in a little early at outside zone 2, missing the first half of outside zone 2. Hiroya kind of not able to keep up with this bullet of a car that Mad Mike Woodhead is driving. Right there, slightly sloppy tandem by both of these drivers. They're right here. That's close to a 3-tire. Is that a 2-tire, 3-tire? We'll find out in a minute after we check these replays out right here.
Right here, the drone chase coming around. You can see outer zone 2 has had a lot of miss, but here he is. Oh, just saving it right there.
Okay.
I gotta say though, like you were saying earlier, it's gonna be interesting because it's either gonna be a Cusco on Cusco race or a Red Bull on Red Bull race for the next one. So let's see, looks like they're about to get the start.
All right, now let's see if both of those drivers could clean it up. Now this young driver is going against Mad Mike Woodhead.
Mino coming in into that 3-2-1. Mad Mike with that diving in on him in that outer zone 1, swinging around to the top part right there into that outer zone 2. But what happened with Mad Mike through that transition from outer zone 1 to outer zone 2? Hiroya ripping back around into this outer zone 3. And there you go, Mad Mike giving on a show. You already know his run's done right there. But he's doing what he does best, impressing the fans and giving them what they want to see, a show. So thank you, Mad Mike Woodhead, coming all the way from New Zealand, doing what you do, making it exciting for us out here. Here's the drone footage right here coming back around. Looks like he might have attacked too hard, leaving outer zone 1 and then dipping 2 tires.
We're just seeing there was contact, and we just want to make sure that we're not wrong on. Oh, you know what?
So let's see here. If I go back to see that part of outer zone 2, the start of it, and see that contact once again, and y'all can see it. So they're checking out the replay. We have different camera images for these judges out here, making sure that they're making the right call for that run. And you got to see Hiroya Minoa coming in, and then it looks like Mad Mike after outer zone 1 got really aggressive, had a tap right there. But I think they're checking to make sure that there was no crazy decel from Minoa causing the attack from Mad Mike to create contact. So we'll see here.
All right, yeah, this is going to be another tough one because, there was contact, and we have to see how the contact was made. The decel, we don't have a decel zone, but we know that the cars will have to decel from outside zone 1 to 2. Now, was that too much of a decel from Minoa, or was Mad Mike Woodhead going in a little too hot? And we know that there was a tire dip there by Minoa, but at the same time, I'm checking the angle here and the angle difference of coming into after the outside zone 1. And if that was a proper area to wait until he got back on throttle. Yeah. That might have been appropriate. And, once again, this is going to go both ways because it's going to be I think, or he thinks, so
there you go.
But now it's down to what all the other judges feel as well with what happened with this incident right now, on how how much of a decel. I think that's like the main thing right there. Was it an appropriate amount of decel or not? And that really is up to each and every one of us.
Exactly. So here we'll see shortly what the verdict is on this second battle of the Great Eight. Who's going to move on and who's going to be battling against Calais Robampera. And here we are, Nishida going right, Imamura going right, and Adriana is going to go right. So Hiroya Minoue is going to get the win, and he'll be battling it out on the left side of the bracket.
You know, that was a very, very close call because we think that Matt Mike Widet could have slowed down a little bit more, but it looked like Minoue was leading him off to the offside, but he did kind of come back in. And, you know, I'd have to say, you know, it was a correct amount of decel, and we really don't like that. But, you know, it is just what we see on the screen. So moving along, we have Minoue making it into top 4. Now that's going to be a GR battle.
Exactly, and right here on the right side of the bracket, starting us off, we have Kanta, who's going to be leading Hokuto Masuyama in this battle between these two. Who's going to fill that first spot in the final 4 on the right side of the bracket? Kanta's leading right now. Masuyama coming around in that chase position, getting into that outer zone 1, beautifully filling the zone by Kanta, swinging back around into outer zone 2. And what a lead run by Kanta, bringing it back around into this outer zone 3.
Wow. Kanta's lead run was pretty perfect here. I mean, he got like a 90-something for qualify, right? From what I remember.
Second overall in qualifying,
yeah,
yes.
and here you go. That's why. And you know what? Matsuyama didn't do a bad job behind him, but not enough proximity. He does, I mean, this is a good run, a battle compared to what we saw previously, like in the top 32 and stuff like that. But I think the lead run by Kanta is pretty impressive there.
Yeah, Masuyama coming off of getting 3rd place overall in Suzuka Twin Circuit, so he's definitely trying to battle it out and make it happen. But at the same time, Kanta got a 92 yesterday in qualify. This is his home track. He can't let him beat him. He's all about this track.
I mean, he could,
but you know,
probably doesn't want to.
I mean, granted,
right there, yeah. So right there, did you see that correction by Matsuyama right after they were leaving outside zone 1? There's a minor correction by Matsuyama. And keep that in mind. And also the proximity between these two cars.
Looks like they're ready to go. Swapping roles here. Matsuyama is going to be in the lead. Kanta is going to be in the chase. And Kanta is a very aggressive chase driver. But we'll see if Matsuyama is going to walk away from him. Here they are coming into outer zone 1. Looks like Kanta take a shallower line through that outer zone 1, swinging back around, filling outer zone 2, and Matsuyama doing his job in the lead, giving him a solid lead run back around into this outer zone 3. And it looks like Kanta cut that a little bit short too.
Wow, so we got Kanta doing a really great lead run, and right here Matsuyama said, okay, if I got to do that too, he does. But it looks like there's a lot more adjustment going on in Matsuyama. He had to e-brake going through the outside zone 1 quite a few times, but it looks like Kanta was keeping a good distance between these two cars. But Kanta's chase, he looks like he's a little bit smaller on the line, but he does match the line at the outside zone 2. And Matsuyama didn't make it all the way out to the touch and go, but Kanta does. Now let's go ahead and check this out from the drone's view. These guys are just not making it easy for us, are they?
Nope, filling all zones right there. I mean, Kanta did miss in the chase position right there, the outer zone 3 and outer zone 1, but his lead was spot on.
Yes, and Matsuyama looks like he filled outside zone 1.
Kanta did the touch and go a little bit better there in that lead. This was going to be a tough call for you judges. So we'll see here. Side-by-side view, comparing the lead to lead, chase to chase. And we'll see. It's going to be Kanta who has home track advantage. Or there we go, right there, one more time, and then we got a one more time. So look at that. We're going to see a one more time battle between these two, between Kanta and Hokuto Matsuyama.
So Sean gave it to Kanta. I think it might be from the leads that he is doing. Let me go ahead and we're going on to the next battle. Let me go ahead and hear what he has to say.
All right, while he's getting the details from Sean, there's the next battle coming up right there. Yukio Fausto going against Masanori Kohashi. Kohashi's going to be in the lead. Fausto's in the chase. We'll see how they battle it out. This is Fausto's grounds here, so he needs to buckle down and make it happen.
All right, so technically, Sean completed the chase run by Matsuyama at the outside zone 1 to 2 area. But we'll go back to that.
Here they are coming around. Kohashi. There you go right there. Fausto doing what he does best, throwing angle, throwing smoke. Kohashi doing his thing, filling the zones. But I gotta say, Fausto finding it right there, trying to close that proximity. And
angle, 100%.
Exactly. Here it is right here. Look at that flick.
Both of the cars. So now that Kohashi is throwing a lot of angle, he had a hard time going to the outside zone too.
All right, here's that drone chase position right here, swinging around. You can see Fausto, all that angle, bringing it back around. Kohashi, though, making it happen, filling the zones and throwing angle. So we're definitely going to have to see how Fausto's going to lay down his lead run. It's going to really matter here because Kohashi left not much on the table. There you go, Fausto fans out there. All right, this time Yukio Fausto in the lead position while you have Masanori Kohashi in the chase. There they are coming through the chicane now. Oh, and here they are entering into 3-2-1. Nice angle by the lead right there, swinging back around.
Fausto.
Little bobble after that huge angle, coming back around. Kohashi had to adjust himself, bringing it into this outer zone 3. It was looking very good and very promising until after that outer zone 1. Let's see it right here.
Oh, man, that was a kind of a sloppy lead run by Fausto, but he did go for the big initiation and big angle.
Yes, it was very nice, but you can see right there, right after outer zone 1, a huge adjustment by Fausto, not able to get out to that outer zone 2, just hitting the back half or the last half of it, but able to make it to the touch and go in outer zone 3. But I don't think it's going to be enough for the big mistake that he made in that first part or the second or the last part of that outer zone 1, or leaving that outer zone 1. So we'll see here. Here's another replay of it. Fausto's lead run. We'll see who's gonna fill that last spot of the final 4 before we go back to our one more time. Here you go, Nishida going left, Imamura going left, and Adriana is gonna go one more time between these two. So here you go, Masanori Kohashi is gonna get the win. There you go, Team Fukushima and Linglong Tire Drift They got the victory, and they will be moving on to the final four. Robbie's getting more details from Sean on his call for the one more time, but looks like we're going to be awaiting this one more time battle between Kanta and Masayama.
So Sean was going with the one more time because both of the lead drivers cut off the chase driver at the outside zone 1 and their mistakes at the outside zone 1. So didn't give the chase drivers a fair share to give chase.
That's true, and like Robbie always says, every I guess event is. It all starts from the beginning.
Yep.
And if it starts at the beginning and you get cut off, it kind of throws that chase driver off. But the thing is they both threw extreme angle.
I think they both made mistakes at the initiation, and I guess I just saw it as Yukio's was bigger, where it made everything a lot more. It made it a little bit more sloppier. Versus Kohashi still gave Fausto a little bit of a chance to give chase. And you know what? Going back to the Kanta, we already made the call, so we can't really do anything about it. But going back to Kanta and Matsuyama, I actually want to see the replay of that.
So we'll see here. It looks like Masayama's already heading back out to the track. And there you go. Kanta's on the screen, leaving his pits right now. They're going to be rolling back up to the track, and then they'll be going into burnout pits, getting their tires warmed up for this one more time battle between these two, filling this last spot, which is the top spot on the right side of the bracket. And just like that, we'll be rolling right into our final four.
Yes, is Kanta going to join his teammate Kohashi at the semifinals, or is it going to be Matsuyama, last year's champion, hungry for another championship?
But it's already going to be interesting. We have teammates on the left side of the brackets, Calais and Minoa going against each other. Cusco teammates.
Both on Yokohamas, both Cusco-built cars.
Yeah, and one GR Yaris, one GR Corolla. Looks a little similar, has the same hatchback to it.
I think the front suspension system is all the same. I think there's a difference in like wheelbase and stuff like that.
That's going to be interesting
to see. Yeah, it's got the battle of the hatchbacks.
Exactly, both young drivers too. So we'll see. Minoa's coming off of a huge victory too from round one at Suzuka Twin Circuit, taking first, leading the pack right now at 106 points in the series. But we'll see how his fate's going to be against Calais. He's a world-renowned WRC champion, also coming off of a victory last week in Rally de Portugal. So congratulations to him and his team, his rally team out there for getting that victory. We'll see if he can get the victory here today. But we know it's going to make it hard for him. But before we get there, we have to finish this battle so we can get to the final four. Looks like they're now rolling back to the start line. Kanta is going to be in the lead while we have Masayama in the chase. There you go, the Cusco girls cheering on Masayama. He's in that Cusco Racing A90 Supra. Well, you got Kanta with the Linglong Tire Drift Team Orange JZX 100 Chaser. All right, looks like they're getting the green light to start. This is a one more time battle between these two drivers. Who's going to fill this last slot for the final four? Is it going to be Kanta or is it going to be Matsuyama? Here they are coming in. Kanta coming in real hot this time into this outer zone one. Nice job filling that zone. Looks like Matsuyama dipping two tires and riding two tires out through into outer zone two, bringing it back around into this touch and go. And look at that, closing that proximity right there through the touch and go to outer zone three.
So Matsuyama, two tires off, went a little too wide at outside zone two. and also dips the tire at the outside zone 3, goes a little wide on the line throughout the track. Right there. Doesn't fill the outside, the touch and go either. So I'd have to say a slightly not as clean as a chase run by Matsuyama here. But on the other hand, Kanta doing a great job in the lead position, throwing enough angle. And not trying to run away and keeping that outside line going. Right here, flag cheering on Hokuto Matsuyama. Now that he is going to be leading.
Matsuyama in the lead, Kanta in the chase. All right, here they go. Getting through the chicane now. Matsuyama in the lead, Kanta in the chase, coming through the 3-2-1. Here he is, Kanta dialing in right there to Matsuyama around into this outer zone 2. Switching it back into this touch and go, back into this outer zone 3. Man, Kanta was right there, stayed in the zone.
And that was a very beautiful run by Matsuyama as a lead. That was a really beautiful lead by Matsuyama, but Kanta not giving him any space.
The drone chase footage right here coming around. Look at that. Kanta filling that zone with Matsuyama, coming back around into this outer zone 2, right on the edge of that outer zone 2. So we'll see what the judges call our who's filling this last slot. Is it going to be Kanta or Hokuto Matsuyama? And here we are. Nishida is going to go left. Imamura is going to go left. And Adriana is going to go left. So Kanta is going to get the win and move on to the final 4.
So we got the teammates going both Team Orange. Linglong Tire Drift Team Orange, Kanta moved on to the final 4. And his teammate, Masanori Kohashi, also moved on. So he will be facing his teammate. This is, we actually have the number 1, 2, 3 qualifiers all in the top 4.
It's going to be very interesting. So it looks like it's a Cusco versus Linglong Tire Drift Team Orange battle today. Both teams coming in deep. Cusco's coming in with 5 cars. Linglong Tire Drift Team Orange is coming with 4 cars. So we'll see here.
Yeah, and I think they're already in the burnout box, so we're going to be starting up the first semifinals battle here soon.
We'll see here who's going to... Both cars getting warmed up, and they do have that similar wheelbase to one another. You can see that's the brand new GR Corolla on the bottom half, you see. While on top you have the GR Yaris.
It looks really similar.
It really does. So which Cusco driver is going to bring it home with the victory? Winning the left side of the bracket. Is it going to be the number 1 qualifier from yesterday, Kale Rovanpera, or is it going to be the guy that took number 1 in Suzuka round 1, Hiroya Minoa? It all comes down to this. Kale lead, Minoa chase.
Ooh. All right, got to hold your breath.
Right here, both the futures of the sport right here to make it happen. Let's see who's going to win this battle between these two.
And they're both young. One's 23, one's 13. But one has a lot of experience.
And here they are, getting the green light. Calais in the lead right here. Minoa in the chase. Minoa trying to match him coming into this 3-2-1. Calais real hot into that outer zone 1, bringing it back around into this outer zone 2. Minoa's got to close that proximity here through the touch and go into this outer zone 3, bringing it in real hot. Woo!
Wow. Normally, that would have been a crazy chase, but watching what we witnessed today, that was pretty close too, though. This was pretty close.
I can't say it enough. It's copy-paste for his lead runs every time. It's been like this all day long.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, it's copy-paste, and I think the
filling the zones, visibility is nothing to him. He literally sees himself, he imagines himself in every zone, and he's always there.
Yes, he is. And look at this. Minoa had to leave early to try to hang with Kale on the straightaway. Have to cheat the line a little bit out outside zone 2 when he was leaving it. A little bit more angle on the lead car.
So there's the Cusco team right there anticipating the call. But they got to watch this last battle between the two. Minoa is in the lead this time. LA is in the chase. He's been doing a phenomenal job in the chase position, literally leaving paper-thin gaps between these cars. We're going to see how these two cars mesh with one another and how he's going to do against Minoa. Here they are coming through the chicane right now. Minoa approaching 3-2-1. Calais coming around into the outer zone 1 right there, trying to match himself with Minoa, swinging back around into this outer zone 2. Nice job transitioning back around into that touch and go. And like I said, that proximity, he's all about the proximity.
Wow, the 13-year-old cracked, not being able to fill outside zone 2. And Kale giving him slightly the space to do what he needs to. There's a tire off or two there, but gets right back on Minoa's door. If we looked at, lead to lead, it's kind of obvious who did a better job in the lead. And right here too, even with the mistake Minoa makes, it looks like Rovanpera doesn't faze him. He gets right back on his door.
Man, here's the footage right here to see. The drone chase footage. Making it happen right there. Strong finish. There's a lead-to-lead, chase-to-chase between these two drivers. Who's going to win that left side of the bracket moving on to the finals?
Wow, they're both experts.
Yeah, this is huge. All right, here we are. Nishida is going to go left. Imamura is going left, and Adriana's going left. So there you go. Moving on to the finals, going to be Calais Rovanpera going up against, we don't know who yet. Is it going to be Kanta or Kohashi?
Congratulations to Calais with his win. #1 qualifier, impressed everybody, and at every battle impressing everybody here. And we are witnessing something great with the super close tandems, and he is in the finals now. beating the 13-year-old that just came off of a win. But now, since the qualifying order, Minoa is going to be sitting out of the podium. He's going to be 4th place.
Yeah, very unfortunate for him.
But now we're going to see Kale coming in for the first time, driving this car for the first time. Is he going to make it all the way to the top? We'll find out in a minute after we watch Kanta and Kohashi, the Team Orange teammates, going against each other.
Here's that replay one more time, the side-by-side view between these two drivers. And yeah, very impressive copy-paste lead driving by Kale. We're going to see how he does in the finals against, we don't know yet, is it going to be Kanta or is it going to be Masanori Kohashi, both coming from Linglong Tire Drift Team Orange. And there you go, the Cusco team.
Wow, oh, they were actually pitted next to each other. That's kind of cool.
Exactly, so we're going to see who's going to go against them. And there you go, there's Minoa and them.
Wow, look at that.
Good sportsmanship right there. Teammates making it happen.
And you know, I spoke to them before. They both started to drive cars when they're 7, both.
That's wild.
And I think Kale started to do rallying his early teens.
It looks like these two are ready to go. Kanta's going to be in the lead this time, and then Kohashi is going to be in the chase. Kohashi's in the A90 Supra, while Kanta is in the JZX 100 Chaser. Both same livery, both same team, but two different styles of driving. But here they are coming into the 3-2-1. Kanta swinging it out right here into the outer zone 1. Nice job by Kohashi right there. Teammates of him tipping 2 tires outside there through outer zone 2, bringing it back around. Got to close that proximity here into that outer zone 3. Oh. Giving him more than...
Kanta's car shut down. Man, Kanta does not have any luck.
Man, it was looking very good for Kanta through that lead run, but you can see right at the end they made contact, and let's see this replay.
Man, but Kohashi, looking at his steering, he's like full lock going through outside zone 1. I really like that. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Smoke trail stopped right after, or right the halfway point of that outer zone 3. Here they are coming back around. Kohashi trying to keep that close proximity, swinging it into that touch and go. And then right here, boom, it just shuts down.
Wow, now there's like 100% trust between these two guys because I'm pretty sure they go and drive a lot. And I remember Kanta was actually driving he started drifting, I believe, at Kohashi's father's track up north. I think it's called MSP, up north in Aomori Prefecture. And that's where he looked up to and drove with, I think, Kohashi. So this is like, you know, he's trying to overcome his
big brother,
senpai, yeah, in Japan, the elder, more respected, and he's trying to overcome him and beat him. But as of now, things aren't looking good because Kohashi's car is barely limping off of the track.
Oh, you meant Kanta's car, there you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kanta's car, yeah.
Oh.
Kohashi is able to drive away under his own power, so.
So here we are. Talk about, you know, being spicy all the way till the end right here. Kanta's car shutting down right there. Now we got to figure out what's going on.
His car, I remember Fuji, Kanta's car shut down and broke when he was making it up in the ladder, somewhere later in the ladder. There, I just saw you on the screen right there, Kenny taking a sip of his Kiva.
Kiva energy drink right here. Keeping me energized for y'all out there. I don't know how y'all are staying up in some of the locations you're at, but hats off to you. If you haven't voted yet, go vote on who you think is going to win this. And it's not looking good for Kanta right now with his car being down and shutting down at the finish.
はい、すいません、2人に気持ちよく遊んでくれって言ったんですけど、カンタもすごく先行でいい走りしたんですけど、最後、ゾーン4のところでプロペラシャフトが折れたらしくてですね、で、小橋がそのままぶつかっちゃって、今、谷口解説員の言うように2台が戯れすぎて車が壊れて2台走れなくなるのが一番嫌だなって言ったんですけど、とりあえず小橋の方はドアがちょっと今閉まらないらしいので、ちょっとドアの修理をするぐらいで、カンタの方はちょっとすいません、プロペラシャフトが折れてしまったんで走行不能になってしまいました。すいません。あとは小橋に委ねます。
All right, so that was Kumakubo. He is the boss man of the Team Orange. Here, and there you go. There's Kanta. His prop shaft broke, and they're going to throw in the towel. So Kanta, once again, mechanical failure. Kumakubo told both of them, just go have fun, but both of the cars don't, go break both of the cars. One broke, and Kohashi did make contact with Kanta, and I guess his door doesn't close now, so they're going to go ahead and repair that real quick. And we're going to have to see Kohashi go against Robampera in the finals.
Yeah, that's rough for the Linglong Tire Team Orange Drift. They unfortunately, this is the second car this round that they had, major mechanical failure. So very unfortunate for them. Looks like their team's going to be pretty busy in the next few weeks to get their car square away for Fuji, which is next round. But we got a little bit of a delay here to get Kohashi's car squared away to do his buy run to get him into the finals. And there you go. Kanta just passing us right behind us. There you go, the Linglong Tire Team Fukushima girls awaiting this buy run. Here they are just awaiting. Apparently the door doesn't shut is what they're saying. We're just waiting right now. He's at the line.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to call a competition timeout because it's a buy run. Yeah, so Kohashi's door isn't shutting, so they're going to have to do something because he's supposed to have a 5. Oh, no, well, actually, no. It was the contact was made because of
Kanta.
So he gets 10 minutes.
So, yeah, Robbie's getting back there to fix it. Yeah, Kanta's car shut down, so technically Kanta's...
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. He doesn't have to use the competition timeout because Kohashi's car is broke because the cause of the contact was made by Kanta's car shutting down, even though if it was after the finish line.
Like I said, thank y'all for viewing in. I'm just ready to see this final kickoff. It's going to be Masanori Kohashi going against Kale Rovampera. He's going to be coming out. This is his first time out in Formula Drift Japan competing. WRC 2022 champion, coming off of a huge victory at Rally de Portugal last weekend. And here he is now competing in Formula Drift Japan's round 2 of the G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan Ebisu Circuit round. We're in the Fukushima Prefecture. And it looks like they're taking their 5-minute competition timeout for Kanta's car to see if they can repair it and get it back to the line to compete. So we'll see here, you can see on the screen their lead mechanic going in there to inspect to see if it's a quick repair or if it's going to be throwing in the flag. And there they are. There's a better view of what's going on right there. Oh yeah, you can see how it snapped off. Oof. Yeah, that's definitely a tough break for Kanta.
Yeah, so currently,
right next to him is Kohashi getting his car squared away and fixed.
hey guys, yeah, I don't know what's going on because they said they were gonna call it, and then now they're gonna probably try to fix it. But
I don't know, they're not really trying to get the drive shaft out right now to fix the issue. So, but you can see right behind Kanta, there's Kanta right now. You can see Kohashi's car getting squared away for his buy run that he's got to throw down if Kanta's thrown in the towel or can't make this 5-minute competition timeout to get back to the line. And there you go, there is Kohashi's time. A little more than 9 minutes on his clock due to the fact that Kanta shut down, causing the contact where I guess the door won't shut. And then at the same time fixing the door, they're making sure everything else, with the alignment, everything's good due to the fact that contact was made. It didn't damage anything. They are fixing the door, trying to beat it back so it'll close. Looks like it's good to go. There you are. Nothing but using a sledgehammer, making it work, bending it back into place for that driver's door. And yeah, Kanta already took off his helmet and everything, so I think it's a done deal for his chaser. And he's down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. They haven't even dropped it, so that's all she wrote right there. I don't think they're going to do anything for the car. But Kohashi, on the other hand, looks like he's squared away. They beat the door out, made it work. They're just going to get that car squared away.
yeah, I mean, are they gonna really fix it in a minute? Because it doesn't look like they're even trying. So I don't see the point of the competition timeout.
So yeah, they got a lot going on right now. All hands on deck. Looks like they're tightening one of the arms up.
Yep, the time is almost up.
He's got 48 seconds left.
How can you see
45, 44, 43. Because I'm wearing glasses and you're not. Sunglasses, that is.
Ah.
All right, what's going on out there? I'm sorry for the delays that we've had all day long. Trust me, this is what happens when we're live. Especially when it's a beautiful day out, we have this kind of delays. It's getting pretty hot out right now. I'm ready to see this final battle go down. Yeah, he's down to about 15 seconds. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So, looks like Kohashi's going to be coming back to the line, do his by run, and he'll be going against the WRC champion, Kalle Robampera. All right, time's up. There's Kanta. Unfortunately, he's not going to make it to the line against Kohashi.
So they're just gonna, I mean, can't just, I guess they have to do something with the door so that it's operable. Because you can't tape it shut because then the driver can't get out, you know?
All right, looks like we're going to get a quick interview from Kanta while fixing Kohashi's car.
はい、ちょっと先行途中で、最後のゾーンあたりでプロペラシャフトが折れてしまって、最後まで走りきれず、ちょっと修理もできないということで、リタイアとなりました。いや去年から、うちの先輩にずっと勝ててなかったんで、何としてでも勝ちたかったんですけど、ちょっと悔しいですね。皆さん応援ありがとうございます。
All right, so he said, during the run, and he noticed that the prop shaft broke, and obviously they couldn't fix it, couldn't repair it. He said, from last year he was able to beat his senpai, which is Kohashi, and he's been wanting to beat him, and it's unfortunate that he couldn't this time either. So, not going out with a vehicle or going out with the vehicle problems and issues. It's unfortunate for any driver. We've seen a few of them today.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for Kanta. Now we're just waiting for Masanori Kohashi to get his car back to the line, see his by run, and then they'll square his car off for the final battle to see who's going to win this second round of the 2023 G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan. All right, looks like they're wrapping it up here soon. You can see Suenaga in the back right there. He was helping out a little bit. You saw the focus on Kohashi's face. But I gotta say, Kanta, he's still got his podium. He still has his podium spot in third. He qualified second overall. So yeah, he'll be moving into that podium spot for third. But who's gonna land that first spot? Is it gonna be Kohashi or Kalle? Not sure what they're messing with right now. I think suspension. I got 1 minute and 45 seconds left. All right, we'll see here. A90 Supra, you can see the power plant under the hood right there. Big turbo 2J. I see y'all out there in the chats. Yes, I can't wait till this final battle. Trust me. We're just waiting for this time to burn down, and we'll be good to go. All right, waiting for this last bit. Got about 40 seconds left. There we are, about 35 seconds. Trying to finalize this last bit. All right. Should be down to about 15 seconds. All right. It looks like that time for the 10 minutes expired. The car's not on the ground.
So now they're going into their competition timeout, and I just don't understand what's going on because it was supposed to be a simple contact to the door, but from what I'm hearing from the tech guys, they're saying that something happened when the contact happened. But I mean
all right, there you are, 4 minutes and 50 seconds, roughly. Matsuyama in the background, other teams gathering around to see if this car is going to make it back to the line to do the buy run. Yes. So we're seeing here, you know, I'm waiting for that. Waiting for this anticipation, the build up off of this. I see a lot of you out there viewing in with us. I appreciate that. Thank you for staying up wherever you're at. Thank you for waking up early for us to check this last portion. It should be the final runs between Kohashi doing his buy run, and then turning around going against the WRC champ, Calais, in the finals. But right now it's not looking good. They're trying to get this electrical issue figured out.
Oh, I heard the tech guy say that the car doesn't start.
There you go. So those of you that are just tuning in with us, this was the last battle on the right side. It was between Kanta and Kohashi. After outer zone 3, Kanta's prop shaft snapped, causing contact with Kohashi because he was in the chase position against Kanta. And at first it was just damage to Kohashi's door, but then whenever he shut down, it shut the whole car down, where now it's not coming back on. So it's a bigger issue. We don't know if it's from the contact itself or something that was just triggered by the contact. But unfortunately, Kanta couldn't get his car fixed within his competition 5-minute timeout. And here they are, both teammates. Teams working very hard right now, trying to get their car back on the start line to do their buy run, due to the fact that the other individual, the other driver, Kanta, had to go ahead and throw in the towel.
Yeah, I heard they have only 3 more minutes, and heard that the car doesn't start.
I'm not gonna lie, it's like we have so much built up for this round, and for it to go down like this is not ideal, not what I'm excited about or anything. And you know, for those of you that are tuning in, just waking up or whatever, this is not what y'all want to see either.
Hey, so like you said, or did you explain to what's going to happen if this doesn't work out?
You can explain it better, but probably not.
Or no. I mean, if you did explain it, that'd be great. But just going back to it, you know, there's 3 more, probably like 2.5 minutes left. If the car doesn't start and they can't get it back on the ground, and if Kohashi cannot do a buy run, then since all this happened after the contact, and I really doubt that this car not starting, you know, happened from the contact because the car was running and drove off. But since Kanta was at fault, Kohashi will get an automatic win even if he cannot make the bye run. But he will move on to the finals, but he cannot drive against his opponent in the finals. So the finals, if he cannot get this car running, Kale is going to have a bye run and he's going to win the event.
In the competitor that he is, he doesn't want to go down like that, especially coming in. This is his first Formula Drift Japan event. He's been killing it all day. His lead runs have been phenomenal. And just to go down like this for the final runs of the day, it's not ideal. Obviously, we know that. Y'all know that. I mean, the frustration is beyond recognizable at this point.
Sounds like it's clicking. I don't know if they tried hitting the starter.
I think they're going to try to push start it.
Yeah. So I think there's like about a minute left.
When in doubt, zip it, tie it. They pulled out a zip tie. I said, when in doubt, just zip tie it. It'll make it work. All right.
I think they're going to push start it.
Hey, let's get it to the line. Let's rock and roll. Let's make this thing happen.
They're saying left, 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 and the communication isn't...
I think he's just enjoying them push his car. There you go. That's a good sound for the team right there. Y'all could hear it. The engine fired up. Looks like he's going to get his bye run in. And we're going to get this show on the road. There's the owner right there, Kumakubo, smiling. He's probably like, man, what is going on? I told you to get at least one car to the line.
Hey, so that was, there was 1 second left on the clock.
So we'll see how it's going to go here. He's got to do his bye run, and then we're going to roll into the finals here at the 2023 G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan Ebisu circuit. This is round 2. It's been a long day for us.
Yeah, it's been a really long day. So there's going to be the bye run. So second run of the battle, which was supposed to be Kohashi versus Kanta. Just to explain to you what's happening, if you just joined us right now, Kanta, car shut down, prop shaft broke right at the finish line. Kohashi gave contact because the halt from Kanta, and then now after using his 10 minutes and his competition timeout, Kohashi
There you go. There is his bye run. So Masanori Kohashi is going to move on to the finals here.
I think we're going to go
we're going to go to a break.
We'll be right back. Don't miss the finals.
Bluetooth 搭載 G-Shock カシオ The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りでも。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
バリのタイヤ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Ospo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
Had a brand new bed in here all the way through, just throws up. I mean, early transmissions.
そこでこそ磨かれる本物がある。クスコ。
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
So all that waiting, all that anticipation, it all came down to this for round 2 of the 2020 G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan here at Ebisu Circuit West Course in the Fukushima Prefecture. We are now in the finals. It's been a long day of drift, a long day of tandem battles, running from 32 all the way down to where we're at now into this final.
Oops, gotta turn the mic on. You said it. We're back. It's the finals. Really looking forward to the finals. We've got the newcomer here, but also, you know, a worldwide veteran. He's 23, but, you know, he is a veteran already because he's been racing rally since he was, you know, early teens, I heard, so.
Exactly. In his interview yesterday, he said this is nothing new. He's came out to Ebisu many a times, coming out here for Mod City and checking out this track. And this is one of the tracks that opens up for Mod City is Nishi Long. So we're going to see how he's going to do here in the finals. It's been copy-paste all day long for his lead runs. All he has to do is do one more copy-paste for this last lead run hopefully you'll have. Or is Kohashi going to fight back and make it his own?
I wonder if he even feels any pressure now that it's the finals.
But there you are. Both cars ready to go, tires warmed up. So there you go. In the KR69 Cusco Racing, there's a Cusco team right there anticipating this run by their new driver. First event, there's a trophy you see. He took first in qualify with a 97. You got the Cusco girls, the Team Fukushima girls, and the Linglong Tire girls there waiting for this run to start. They're lining up right now, and in the lead, it's going to be number 69, coming all the way from Finland, stepping out of, you know, rally and jumping into drift right now with us. Kalle Rovanperä going against, with the Linglong Tire Drift, Team Orange A90 Supra, number 4, Masanori Kohashi.
Both GR vehicles. GR Corolla versus GR Supra. Both packed with 2Js.
And here we are. The lights are going down, and here we are. First run of this battle, the final. Round 2, G-Shock presents Formula Drift Japan, Ebisu Circuit coming around. Kalle coming into this outer zone 1 real high. Once again, hitting that zone completely, and Kohashi right there at his door, keeping that close proximity, but Kalle pushing along through outer zone 2 into this touch and go, into that outer zone 3. And I gotta say, best runs I've seen all day long. That right there is like his 97-point qualify run.
Yes, it is. You talked about the whole copy-paste thing, and he took your advice. You saw that front right tire lift up as well. And, you know, I think it really depends on what kind of line you run, because, you know, for some people, they may think that's a slowdown going from outside zone 1 to the outside zone 2 area. But I think that's a reasonable amount gets back on throttle before the outside zone 2. And yeah, I mean, all I can say is great lead runs.
All right, here's the drone chase run right here. And like one of y'all said, yes, Red Bull does give you wings, and you can see that tire kicking up in the air right there, pushing the limits on that new GR Corolla that was just built for him in this round right here. First time ever joining us here at Formula Drift Japan. And what a mark he is setting.
Yes, he is. But he is going against another expert chaser here. Masanori Kohashi from the Linglong Tire Team Orange.
And this time Kohashi is going to be in the lead. Calais is going to be in the chase. And I'll tell you right now, it's going to be a door-to-door banger here for this last run, or what I hope to be the last run. Can we come with a verdict here? Final run right here. Kohashi in the lead, Calais in the chase, coming in real hot through 3-2-1. Calais dialing into that outer zone 1 right there. Oh, Kohashi wiping out right there. Taking it way too hot through outer zone 1 and washing out, not making it into that zone, but Calais finishing off right here through outer zone 3. And man, let's see this replay and see what happened to Kohashi in his lead, approaching that outer zone 1 and washing out right before outer zone 2. And here they are. Hard initiation, but bam, 3 tires out, hitting that gravel and just, losing it. And Calais able to save himself from contact, getting back on track and ripping the rest of the track.
Yeah, so maybe he wanted to do tandem in the dirt with Calais.
That's a good approach right there. He wanted to take him in the terrain that he's used to and see if he can fight back, but very unfortunate. That is definitely a danger zone. We found that out yesterday for a lot of these cars hitting the mound, the wall right there, and this zone right here. It never panned out nice. Unfortunately, both cars able to save themselves from major contact. And there you go, Calais Rovanpera finishing off strong. What a phenomenal car Cusco Racing built for him in that GR Corolla. So we'll see here. They're getting the cars rolled up to the front. There's the team. All smiles right now. And it's hard to build the suspense for this because of how obvious that was with the big mistake by Kohashi. And we usually build it up like that too, but unfortunately you can see the major mistake he made in his lead run right there. And I don't know if it was pressure or what it was, what he was trying to do. He had a big entry there, but obviously you can see quick in outer zone 1, he dipped 3 tires. So he was way offline for what he's used to throughout running top 32, top 16 to all the way where we're at here into the finals. He had electrical issues with the car right before this started. They had to push start his car to get it to the line. Had contact right before this battle against Kanta with the door issue. So a lot of issues building up to where he was at. And I got to say, Calais Rovanpera definitely had nothing going on. He had solid runs all day long, door-to-door battles. And, textbook tandem drifting is what he did and what he showed us all here today.
You said it all. I'm just sitting here nodding.
I usually do the nodding, so I guess I did a little bit of talking
No,
there.
you did. Yeah, qualifying first, driving the car for the first time, and kind of showcasing his skill level here at Ebisu Circuit. I think everybody's able to enjoy watching his driving style, and hopefully this kind of I don't know, lights up something underneath some of these drivers where, you know, you could drive harder from the beginning.
Yeah.
And, you know, run really close tandems at all times. And you could start doing that from top 32, and you don't have to wait until you get to the finals. And by the time you're waiting, you're going to get knocked out by somebody. So we want to see the, I don't know, the close tandems and the exciting driving from the beginning of the tournament, in the top 32 tournament. So
I gotta say though, it's probably the best battle we saw today was probably between Calais and Sobagiri. His
Yes,
top
it was.
16. That was
Yes,
the
it
opening
was.
for top 16. That was our opening tandem battle, and phenomenal. We ended up having a one more time battle between the two, but you know, Calais just kind of came a little bit on top. I'm gotta say, Sobagiri definitely brought some heat to him and gave him a little bit of a scare there through that top 16.
yeah, I mean, once again, you said that correct, because Sobagiri's run was very nice, and it was the beginning of the top 16. He did put up a really good fight with Robampera, and he still bettered him by showing more dominance in proximity.
Yeah.
So that kind of, I don't know, lit a match under him or something, and after that he just started coasting, where every run it was just copy and paste, like you said,
Yeah.
and boom, 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 and he made it all the way here to the finals. And he did the same exact thing for the finals as well, you know. He just drove and did what he had to do and pressured Kohashi as a chase. And you know what? That is a lot of pressure on Kohashi, because, hey, after a run that great, after you chase a run that's that great as a lead car, you're going to have to put down something crazy, or you won't be able to, you know,
Be a contender against them. Yeah. So right now they're setting up right in front of us. They're going to get the cars squared away. We have all the media coming out here, getting ready for the presentation on first, second, and third place here today for round 2. We're here at the G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan Ebisu circuit. Yeah, long day. We've seen it all. We saw rain yesterday for the first round of qualifying. We saw beautiful weather after that, nice, cool, dry weather after that. And then turn around, here we are today. Amazing weather for some drifting, tandem drifting, and we saw some good tandem battles throughout this day. Few cars definitely did suffer some mechanical failures, and that's what caused them to get knocked out. But other than that, I mean, overall, it's been a pretty solid day. Dragged out a little bit more than we probably wanted to. But you can hear, here they are approaching in front of the judges' stand. But yes, back to the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for throwing some comments in there. I haven't been able to read too much of them lately, but yes, hands down to the WRC champ coming in here. Man, that's huge. Back to back right there. And there he is, parked front and center.
There you go. I think that it's his spotter.
Yeah, spotting him all day long, putting him where he needed to be, giving him the advice with the bird's eye view outside the car.
And the Team Linglong Tire, Team Orange, is here with 1.5 or 0.8 cars. 0.8 cars over there, because Kanta's car is broken. Kohashi's car doesn't start.
And there you go. Shaking each other's hand, talking to one another.
All right, everybody is coming to in front of us, in front of the judging stand here, with the GR Corolla parked, and also the GR Supra.
All right, you can see right there the rest of the GR crew coming down. huge win, both the GR vehicles. Got the full media crew out here. We had our own media crew out here too. Robbie's family out here snapping pictures
Yeah.
for us.
Shout out to him. Hey, on the bottom left screen over there, you see a few people with a white shirt and a black shirt. That's my son Joey, my wife Christine, my brother Jimmy, and his family is out here. Thanks for coming out. They just came out, because it was.
Yeah,
they didn't have anything to do today.
Yeah, my wife's back home holding down the fort. She's there. Thank you for tuning in, Rachel. And then my kids also, Mason and Bella.
Hey, shout out to all you guys out there watching this. Thank you for sticking around all the way, and we're about to announce the winner here at the second round of Formula Drift Japan Ebisu circuit. It's kind of obvious, but they got the nice music going.
I know, the build-up.
It's getting kind of romantic here.
I know. You're getting kind of close to me, too. It's kind of hot. All right, so here we are. This is it, round 2 of the 2023 G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan. We're about to announce the winners. Finishing third today in the Linglong Tire Drift, Team Orange JZX 100 Chaser. You don't see it here, but it's number 57, Kanta, locking in third.
Yeah, unfortunately he couldn't finish his run because of the damaged shaft that he had on his vehicle and couldn't fix it in time.
A podium here for his home course. It's awesome to see him out there.
And third place, you're still on the podium, so you should be, grateful and happy about that, All right, let me go ahead and announce you the winner. You don't need no explanation here. He is driving the car number 69. Kalle Robampera gets the win here for the debut of the GR, the KR69 Cusco Racing Red Bull GR Corolla here. With only a week, not even a week, a couple of runs, and makes it all the way to the top. A perfect round for him.
And here you go right here, getting second overall. Congratulating him in the Linglong Tire Drift, Team Orange, A90 Supra, number 4, Masanori Kohashi.
All right, Kalle, congratulations. Kalle Robampera 選手、おめでとうございます。After coming from a win in Portugal, now you're here in Japan and you took first place in qualify and won this whole event. ポルトガルでのラリーでも優勝し、ここ FD ジャパンでも予選1位、そして優勝しました。Tell me how you feel right now.
It feels really amazing, to be honest. First time in Japan. Really new challenge for me. New car. GR Corolla was working really well. I have to thank the team. They did a really good job working with the car with the whole week, doing a lot of work.
今回ありがとうございました。そしてね、素晴らしい、思いでいます。ここ日本に来て新しいチャレンジ、そして新しい車、この GR カローラはとても、いい車で、調子よく走っていただき、チームのみんなにも本当感謝しかありません。 So what's next for you? Now you're here, and you pleased the crowd here, and I'm pretty sure everybody is amazed for your appearance here and the success you have. What's next for you?
Maybe this mic knows only Japanese. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So the next thing we don't know yet. I will have a lot of drifting and rally in Europe, but there is a big chance that you will see me again in Japan on Formula Drift. So let's see what happens. But I would be really pleased to come here, and of course it's a big thanks goes to my guys from Finland who was helping me, my spotter and guys, and also the sponsors who make this happen. So thank you a lot, and it was really nice to be here.
さあこの次の目標は何だという、質問だったんですが、次はですねまだ何をするかも、決めてないけど、ヨーロッパでいろいろありますし、またチャンスがあれば、ぜひもちろん、フォーミュラドリフトジャパンに、また舞い戻って走りに行きたいと思ってます。まあ、それが起こることもねこのフィンランドの、から来ている仲間だとかスポンサーだとか、あとやっぱり支えてくれるスポンサーの皆様があってなので本当に彼らには感謝しています。あと何かある？ Yes, so can you promise us that we will see you in Okayama?
I cannot promise anything, but I will try to make something happen. So it will be still unknown, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think the Japanese fans are waiting for you. ということでね、岡山でじゃあ、まあ、来てくれることを約束してくれますかと聞いたんですが、約束はできないけど、なんとか来れるようには、頑張っていきたいなと思います。Yeah, the Japanese fans are always waiting for you, so they're always welcoming you, okay? Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you. Arigato.
Wow, so hello? Hello? はい。
はい。まあそうですね、チームの本拠地なんで、まあ、しっかり、結果を残したかったんですけども、ちょっと、まあ、相手が相手なので、セッティングも結構攻めたセッティングで、最後はちょっと、リアタイヤのビードが落ちてしまって、ちょっと僕の、まあ、コースオフによって終わってしまったんですけども、まあ、本当にやっぱ世界にはとんでもないドライバーがいるんだなと、実感しました。まあ、でもひとまず2位にはなれたので、チームの皆さんには本当に、感謝しております。まあ、シリーズランキングもこれでちょっと上がったかなと。
Alright, my mic was on the PA. I'm sorry. So, Kohashi's interview. You know, he said, unfortunately, the car, you know, it broke and, you know, they couldn't perform the way they were able to. But, you know, getting the second place here is amazing. And, you know, looking into the world, he thinks, you know, the world is wide and there's so many great drivers out there talking about, you know, Kale here. So he said he's going to try harder.
ベスト4で、指定対決またあって、まあ、今回はもう勝てると、結構乗れてたんで勝てると思ってたんですけど、まあちょっと壊れてしまって、走れずちょっと残念な悔しい気持ちで、終わりました。まあ、でも本当にはい、そうですね、本当にこの、ね、世界のすごいドライバーと一緒に走りたかったんですけど、まあ、今回は、かなわず、ちょっと、残念ですね。また、機会があれば、また来られた時は、ぜひ対戦してみたいなと思ってます。はい。
All right, so, you know, going against Kohashi on top 4, he did really wanted to beat him this time because he was doing so great and he thought he was going to be able to get him, but unfortunately the car broke and, you know, He said he's a little sad about that, but he did want to drive with Kale because they're same age, and he said being able to try and drive in the same area as a world-renowned driver is something great for him, and he said hopefully he comes back again, and next time he is back, he can go and drive against him during the battles. Yeah, so there's the 3 drivers there, not 3 cars because Kanta's car, the prop shaft, didn't hold up, I guess, or something happened to the car and couldn't make his second run. And after that, after 14 minutes and 59 seconds of repairs, Kohashi barely made it and did his bye run. Then now went against Kale Robampera, and Kale made it to the top and came on top. Kohashi went off course, and that was it. So I'm pleased for the driving that he brought here. I mean, I think that was one of the closest tandem battles I've ever seen all of my career too. So that was really, really impressive. And hopefully he does make it back over here, and hopefully we can see him again in Japan to compete against all these Japanese drivers. And by then, I'm pretty sure they know what to prepare for coming into this. And hands down to Cusco, Red Bull, and GR for building immaculate car. I mean, no failure whatsoever, brand new build, and making it to the top. And you know what? I remember in the U.S. the GR Corolla. When they debuted it at Long Beach, and I think Frederick Oswald was driving it. That car won the event on the debut as well. So maybe it's time for Corolla, guys.
There you go, to come back into the mix right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, back-to-back victories like Robbie was saying. Rally to Portugal was last weekend for the 3 days from the 11th to the 14th. He turned around, took that, and then came out here and conquered Formula Drift Japan in a brand new car that he only had a few days to test drive and fine-tune. But I gotta say, phenomenal driving. And, he definitely stepped the notch up for Formula Drift Japan on what to expect for the future of it and how they need to step their game up. But yeah, best tandem battles that we've seen in quite some time. Got the media out there still taking pictures, but hey, thank you all out there for tuning in, staying with us this whole time. It's been a long day between top 32 getting all the way down to where we are at now here in the finals. The finals was a little rough because between Kanta and Kohashi, they had the contact, which due to the prop shaft on Kanta's car. So mechanical failures, it's not the best way we wanted to finish, but that's how it is. Competition, live, drifting, it all happens. So thank you all out there for tuning in with us. Myself and Robbie, you can see he's working like crazy like he always does. But yeah, tune into him next weekend. He'll be in Florida, in Orlando, for the US FD. So yeah, check him out. If you're in the area, go check him out. Say what's up to him.
No, don't come check me out. Come check out FD Orlando. Thank you for all of you sticking around. The spectators and also watching the live stream. Hopefully you felt what I felt when I watching the tandem that we saw and what we witnessed here in Ebisu circuit.
Exactly. And I'm anticipating they're already going to put it on the screen, but I'm going to go and say it anyways. We have our next round coming around right there. There you see it. On the 9th and 10th of June, you're going to have Fuji, probably one of our most scenic and memorable spots that we go to for drifting.
It's a beautiful facility,
It
too.
is. Yep. And on top of that, there's going to be a huge car show happening on at the same time. So there's a lot going on. Bring your kids out. Come check it out. And yeah, definitely Fuji, probably one of the better tracks.
And we'll be back here at Ebisu Circuit West Course, the Nishi course, for the rounds of FDJ2 and FDJ3 in June 17th to 18th. So if you're in the area, if you happen to be drifting along in Ebisu Circuit, you want to come and check out some of the FDJ2 and J3 drivers, come on out and check it out. It's very interesting. It's just like the Pro Spec of Formula Drift USA, and some of the drivers here that we have in FDJ1 are drivers that moved up from FDJ2. So there's a lot of talent there, and it's going to be exciting driving. Come and check out all the cool cars that it's a little different from the pro cars.
Exactly, and keep in mind that's one live stream we got, so it's going to be Japanese and English. Robbie's working double duties. He'll be translating, talking to the PA system out here in the crowd, and then on top of that, the live stream, which is going to be you all out there.
All right, so this is the final thank you to everybody. We will see you next time somewhere all in the world. If it's going to be in the US or in Japan, I don't know. But we'll see you next time, and thank you for joining us. And keep watching drifting and go try it. Go try it out.
Exactly.
Yep.
Thank you all, and have a good night, good morning, good evening. This was it, round 2, 2023 G-Shock presents Formula Drift Japan here, Ebisu Circuit, West Course, Fukushima Prefecture. That's it, y'all. Have a good night.
We're still on air, so I'm just going to keep talking. Oh, you know what? They're closing it, so. Thank you very much, guys.
革新のカーボンベゼル。Bluetooth 搭載 G-SHOCK カシオ。The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りでも高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
バリのタイヤ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Gaspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
Had a brand new bending unit all the way through, just throws a early
極限の世界。そこでこそ磨かれる本物がある。クスコ。
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC